Selby's time, breaking down the stories every view will unwind. From left to right we'll see the light. It's balance, we're chasing, no fighters fight. Curtis Selby, talking straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The combo's unique. The combo's unique. Dave's out with the cheerful whistle and guitar riff. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The convo's unique. Curtis Selby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The combo's unique. The combo's unique. The combo's unique.
Well met, everybody. It is I, Curtis Selby, your tired midnight blogger. What blogs in this case? It's 7:04 p.m. I apologize about yesterday. I laid down, I don't even remember. I think it was 6:30. And then the next thing I know, it was well past midnight. So, sorry about that, guys. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Snorter Peepus Coober, hello humans and other critters. And yes, PvP, I understand your concern. I do. But yeah, I got up, I got ready to stream. All is well. Cassie is over here tapping her little paws. Enigma Severus, howdy, howdy, bloggy blogger. Indeed. And Enigma, skip going to the movie tonight because if I do, I won't be able to refill my popcorn and I will have very few movies to watch over the weekend. So I have to wait till tomorrow. I understand that. Let's see. Snorter Poopus Cuber, gratitudings. I tell my students that. And howdy, good sir. Ahoy, accounting sheep. John Ponterero, turtle power. Indeed. Everybody saying hello to each other. Resolute Germ, hello, hello. John Ponterero here with his second account, or one of his other accounts. And he's just really pulling out all the stops. We've got several of his accounts. Neat, Bareet. And yeah, I'm glad I'm awake today too. I was awake in time to do my training for my second job. Then I went back home and took another nap. Yeah. Yes. And PvP, I can understand that. Ray Harryhausen considered this his best film, and I can sure see it. So, let's see what we've got. I have a poll set up. What is your favorite mythological story? And of course, there's so many, so it's really hard to divide it into just four. But Jason and the Argonauts, which got 14% of the votes, Ulysses, which I could not. I'm just tired enough. I can't remember how to spell the Odyssey. So, but you know what I mean. That got 14% of the votes. Cupid and Psyche, which is one of my personal favorites, especially after reading C.S. Lewis's Till We Have Faces. Uh, Cupid and Psyche, the votes have already shifted here. So Ulysses got a vote. So 25% of you are voting for Ulysses. YouTube is trying to play with my poor feeble mind. Cupid and Psyche got 11, and I Like Turtles got 56%. So, if I could have typed all of the words, I was going to say, I like turtles. It is turtles all the way down. More people coming in. All right. Oh, Resolute Germ owes Gorilla $5 because PvP is alive. Enigma, I forgot to tell you, I landed a new Spanish teaching job at a new school with a pay raise. Coming along with it, Snortopupus, showing that a bear can spell. He's got Odyssey. Kitten just jumped up into my lap. And hail, Tim! Welcome, welcome. And PvP, hi, Jeremy. My computer was in the repair shop. By the time they got the replacement fan in, it was almost 3 weeks offline. And yeah, time is sure flying. Turtles are not only mythological, they're tasty. You know, I've never had turtle meat, and Gamera is all turtle meat. He's really neat. So, I have pinned to the top of the chat my Cosme link. I think most of you are there in the thing with the thing. And I've got Jason and the Argonauts pulled up. So we shall begin playing it in 3, 2, 1. Let me know how the sound is. I have a crush on the Columbia girl. I think she should come home with me. I hope this is the right version. Jason and the Argonauts, which is not to be confused with the Huguenots, who are fat astronauts. Tara Armstrong as Jason. I do not trust the Greeks even when they come bearing gifts. Ray Harryhausen! Hey, look at the breasts on that Sphinx. Nice. Oh, there's even someone in charge of continuity, a Phyllis Crocker. Too bad modern movies don't go for that. Screenplay by Jan Reed and Beverly Cross, not to be confused with Chris Cross. Hey, chatty blogger, welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing well. My Cosme link is pinned to the top of the chat, I hope. So join us as we watch the classic Jason and the Argonauts. The early version of the Bayou Tapestry. It stinks. Sounds great. This is the right version. Patrick Trofton is in this. And Chatty Blogger says, oh, look, it's Pussy Galore in a Muth film. Honor Blackman. Right on. I'm not sure what that one is, accounting sheet, but it looks really cool. Bernard Psycho Herman. Bernard Herrmann wrote music scores for Hitchcock, among others. Great film, and the Kraken effects are awesome. Release the Kraken! Dang it, I wish I had some Kraken to drink tonight. I probably don't need it, though. Tim has had lobster brain. Очень интересно. Do the Ninja Turtles count as mythological? Sure. If you want to, for that matter, who else wants to join? Y'all let me know who wants to join, and I will send you the link here. Maybe, if I'm smart enough to get in here. You are here? Yeah, there you are. I hope I've got the right. Yes, StreamYard. Jason. Dun dun dun. Drama Flakes. No time for riddles. Tell me you're a nearsighted thinker without telling me you're a nearsighted thinker. Blackman also co-starred in season 2 and 3 of the British show The Avengers. We all know how well stone burns. A Golden Fleece. Yeah, I kind of sounds like the Enron story to me, accounting sheep. And Tim, there could be some deep hurting. Deep hurting. Accounting sheep, I already got one. And I sent you the link in Facebook chat. Deep hurting. And William, I probably won't talk much, though, as I enjoy watching the film. No, I get you. I get you. There you are. And like I said, if there's anyone else that wants to join, let me know. I probably won't share the link in the chat, and there you are, Mikey, Susie,
Hey,
the chatty
it's been a
blogger.
long
How
time.
the heck
Good
you
to
been?
see you. Good to see you, my
Been
friend.
a long time. Been a long time. Been a long,
Been a long
lonely.
time.
I
Been a
should
long,
have put.
lonely time.
I should have put
Yeah, we
Rock
do Led
Sasha.
Zeppelin here, man. Hey, thank you,
There you
Tim.
go. Dun dun dun. Creepy.
Aristo.
Aristo Records.
Race he is.
I am the goddess Hera.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that was the vital organ. No.
Yep. And the Greeks were not keen on people who defiled temples. Hey, Suzanne Eckstein, welcome.
Hey, Susie.
Meet you all the way, Susanna.
There's Hunter Blackman in a black hoodie.
Who's the baby?
The baby is supposed to be Jason.
No, I mean the actor.
Well, that's Hunter Blackman. That's Hunter Blackman right there, who later played Pussy Galore in Goldfinger.
Oh.
Yeah. She's good in this. There she is.
Oh, yes. William
Ooh.
Forster. Yes.
Ooh.
I will send you the link
It's
as
galore.
well.
Wow.
We shall have everyone.
I forgot his Hera.
Oh, wait. I'm about to send it to you again.
There's Zeus. There she is.
Release the Kraken! And I just sent it. Sorry, PvP.
I love how you can do that.
I want to be Zeus. Hair is hot.
Well, yeah, Honor Blackman was hot back then.
Well, I mean, she was one of the goddesses that led to the Trojan War. I thought
she
about
was.
putting that one in the poll.
Right? Nice.
Stay. Cassie, come here. Come here.
How's Cassie doing?
She's a fat and sassy. Her fur's gotten really sleek. I need to get her groomed.
How old is she now?
5.
5?
Stay here. Stay here. Pretty cool effects for the time.
Yeah,
and of course, you know that the. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say definitely for the time. Now, this is the year of Ray Harryhausen, right? Miniature effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
great
PvP
effects.
is backstage.
Oh, there he is.
Welcome, PvP. Welcome. The gang's all here to watch a Ray Harryhausen classic. How have you been?
Can you? Is my mic working? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I can hear you loud.
I can hear you.
Good. Yeah. Well, this is the film Ray Harryhausen actually considered this his best film, because I remember in an interview he mentioned that.
Wow.
I think it's his best film too, by the way.
So there's Jason, the one sandal man who Hera Pussy Galore predicted would take this guy down.
Yeah, I'm surprised he welcomes them at first, right? Instead of just arresting him or something.
Right.
But then of course
the
movie wouldn't happen then, so that would be a short film. So
great film, 9.8.
There we go.
Tim is saying it was 20 years ago today when Hera wanted to play.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Well, sadly, Hera never gets to play. Only Zeus does.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's why she was always so cranky. The Greeks truly had a great civilization.
Truly did.
I'll be in my bunk. Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! It's revealed. Sure. Dun dun dun.
He's dubbed. Bedtime for an old burr. Enjoy the movie. Good night, Snortopoopus.
I knew that sometimes the dubs didn't like actually go in sync, but that didn't really bother me for some reason. I don't think it really did.
I think generally, I can't really tell they're dubbed in this movie. It's generally pretty
Right?
good. The thing is, too, Harryhausen also mentioned in a DVD video, actually in the DVD video addition to the Blu-ray of this film, he talked for about 20 minutes about it. And he mentioned that when they were plotting out the film, looking for locations, sometimes they wanted to get out of California. They wanted to go on, locations nobody had ever seen before. So they actually sometimes would go overseas, like, shoot scenes in Spain and places like that. So I can see where there might
Oh,
be some
wow.
dubbing. Yeah, I can see where there might be some dubbing in certain scenes when they're, in a foreign country. So yeah. Oh yeah, actually I should send that to you. It was a rather
Yeah.
interesting video.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool,
did you
Tim.
guys yeah, did you guys know that there was a 2000 Jason that featured Frank Langella? Wow.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
just found
about it,
that.
but I have no desire to really see it because I don't think it's ever going to match this film.
No, definitely not.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, I mean, it'd be all CGI and crap, probably, right? So,
But
Well,
you
I
know what's
haven't
great?
seen.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Curtis.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different film though. Never mind. I was
Well, like I
thinking
said,
of
what was it? Yeah, what was it? Less than a year or 2 years? She did Goldfinger after this. So yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, she did. Yep. Yeah, 1964. Yeah. So 1 year after this. Yeah. Nice.
Goldfinger.
Da-da-da. Yeah, fun. Fun.
Tim's. That's in the National Science and Media Museum in Bradford, England.
Nice.
Tim just looked up Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah. Huh. Wow. Nancy Kovac. Nancy Kovac, who plays Medea in this, is still alive. She right now is 90 years old. Wow. I guess it is true what they say that women outlast the men.
Often they do.
Yeah. You know what was
Is this
bizarre
the?
is I watched this one movie, right? Curtis and PvP.
Mhm.
I watched this one movie, and the only person, the only person that was left from the original cast was Candice Bergen. Everybody else was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
I
And there's
totally
getting to
see
be
that.
more and more movies like that. Are there that we lost a member of the Our Gang
Yes.
crew?
The very last member. Yeah. They're all
Ah,
gone.
man.
They're all gone. Yeah. No one
It's
left.
Hermes.
Hermes! Cool.
It's the Flash. Holy cow.
Man, I love these effects. For the time, 1963?
oh,
No.
just wait till we get to the Harryhausen stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it gets real good.
Oh, yes.
I love Bernard Herrmann's music in
And
this too.
Yeah.
yes. And Jason was melted. And the gods play chess with heroes.
Playing chess with mortals.
Yeah.
I love how Hera
I've
likes
always
to play
liked
with
that.
Zeus. Wow, she's not a
I
graceful
just think
loser.
they should have kept it a little colder in Olympus. But anyway, I digress.
Oh, look,
The
Tim gave
HMS
us.
Hermes.
Nice. There he is. bad man.
Yes. Oh,
Don't. I'm in trouble now, man. They all are bigger than me.
hey, where's the little midget playing the harp? They should be causing Kurt to kiss Uhura.
Uh-huh. Wait, is this like supposed to be a harbinger of the Olympic Games?
Yes.
Kind of makes you wonder, yeah.
Now we get to start with a punch. What do this is?
He's a white belt.
Castolo Sparta!
Sparta! This is Sparta!
Wow, Castus.
Now, these guys are all wusses. Yes, accounting sheep got it.
Nice, the county sheep. Go with Apollo. I love it for the win.
Oh, I broke my knees. Oh,
Oh, ouch. I hurt myself. Yes.
Hercules.
All right, cool. It's Hercules.
Bless my soul. Herc is on a roll. Oh, he's not
Insulting.
a bad actor, though. He's
No.
one of the better actors that's played Hercules.
Yes.
Of course, he's an older Hercules, which I like that. Because if I remember right, he was kind of older in this myth.
Yeah, it was. Well, then, of course, later on, we had Hercules in New York, though. Arnold. I go to New York. Yeah. Skip it off the water?
We need Lou Ferrigno.
Okay.
It's a flying saucer!
Yeah. I saw a flying object. I don't know what that was.
Good one, accounting sheep.
Yeah, good one. Oh, he's skipping off the water. Nice. They're all laughing at him. Boy, humans.
I don't think I have any pictures of Priapus, or
Yeah,
however it's pronounced.
right.
Here we go.
I'm floating on a ship. It's off the coast of Greece. There we go. Argos. Oh, I love Argos.
Yeah, Tim, I suppose it is a good thing. Hey, it's Captain Stubing.
In an early role.
The love boat soon will be searching for Golden Fleece.
The love boat
They'll
knows
sell.
that the Kraken is nearby from Greece. There we go.
Set a course for adventure. I
Your
got
mind
nothing
on
though.
Hera's bone.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. The art. The art.
And then we will be Argonauts.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the Huguenots, the huge astronauts.
Right.
It's a
Wow.
chick.
It's Hera.
Oh, hey. Hot chick.
Oh.
I kind of want to sleep with her.
That's kind of creepy when you got a big goddess like that statue watching over you, and then it winks at you to make sure you're doing your job. It's a little creepy.
Yeah, Hera was not exactly the most, let's just say she was not the most pro-masculine goddess there was.
Right. There's the Golden Fleece ram's head. Nice.
Hey, this ship was set sail in honor of a counting sheep.
Yeah.
It's got eyes in the back of the ship.
I do agree with PvP. The soundtrack for this is fantastic.
It's a pretty good artwork there.
Yes.
Well, another thing about Ray Harryhausen, if you watch that short 20-minute clip that I posted the link to,
Yes,
um,
sir.
he used to draw out all his creatures before he actually made them. The guy was
Oh.
a true artist. Like he would draw detailed drawings of all the creatures he was going to put in the film, and then he would build them out of. Well, it was like they were basically on a wire armature with like a latex skin covering everything. I can't imagine the amount of hours of work that guy did in his lifetime. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But he got inspired when he saw King Kong as a kid, right?
Yeah, that's what I'd heard
Yeah,
anyway.
and then I guess it was Willis O'Brien that did King Kong effects.
Yes.
He actually ended up contacting him and ended up actually working for him, and later, some of O'Brien's later films like Mighty Joe Young. Harryhausen actually
Yes.
worked on that, so he got first-rate training when he was younger.
A mentor really helps. It's sadly the only mentor I've really gotten in my life has been the books that I've read, and books are great, but they're really not a substitute for a actual teacher.
Yeah, I've had not much luck with teachers over the years.
Yeah, the
I've
the
had
one
really
thing I
good
really admired.
teachers. Just
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead,
no,
sir.
I was going to say the one thing I really admired about Harryhausen was his meticulous to detail for sure. Now
Yes.
there is nobody else that I could figure out. Well, short of Derek Meddings, right? Derek Meddings was a meticulous detailer, also of miniatures. So you
I
could
don't think
really
I'm
just
familiar
basically
with
say
him.
Harryhausen carried his weight, and then Derek Meddings later on carried his weight. So yeah,
Okay.
good stuff. He might have even learned from him. I don't know if that's true, but he might have. I don't know. Kind of cool though. Yeah, it's too bad that Meddings has been long gone, but man, he was great at his miniatures. I really enjoyed it.
Now they use so much CGI, and don't
Oh,
get me wrong, there's a time and place for it, but
there is, but you're right, Curtis. CGI has been overused a lot. I mean, a lot.
I think so.
And the thing is, the bad thing about CGI is it's often done on the cheap and they don't get it right
Yep.
because sometimes they don't have the budget and you can tell it looks fake as hell, right?
Well, I know Disney has more and more put their graphics artists under extreme pressure to make this amazing stuff in impossibly short times.
Oh yeah.
And I think for a long time they made sure to get it done, but at some point you just get tired of handing miracles over to your company for nothing.
Well, I went about 5 years ago to a short hour-long seminar about how to break into the film industry doing effects.
Yeah?
And what I learned in that hour about how they treat the special effects artists, well, it was like there's no way I ever want to get involved in that because
Yeah.
they
No,
basically treat them like shit,
yep.
grind them into the ground with a heavy workload, and pay them as little as they can get away with. Right? It sounds more like like slavery than a good solid career. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I suspect that's the end game for a lot of big government and big corporation activities, but
Yeah,
now
I'm avoiding I'm
if I
just gonna
remember
avoid
right,
I'm avoiding
yeah.
politics today.
Yeah, you're smart. You're smart.
Well, I don't wanna
I don't
derail the
mean to get
film.
into it. I just
No,
no.
nothing wrong with mentioning it,
Yeah.
Curtis. I'm just thinking of all the people in Cosby that are trying to enjoy the movie right now, right?
Oh
So
wow.
Oh,
Yes,
here
Suzanne. Hera was Zeus's wife. That is correct.
That is correct. Yes,
well,
and Tim, Nancy Kovac is still alive. But also one of these men is alive. The guy who was screaming at him about the water and stuff, Gary Raymond, the actor, he's 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Wow.
around. Yeah. One of those rarity guys that lived a good life, I guess.
He tripped over Hercules' butt.
it's a
Yeah,
good thing
Gary
they
Raymond plays the Castus. Yeah. He's 90
it's a
years old. Oh, wow.
it's a
Crazy.
good thing
Wow.
they don't earn their keep as ranchers.
Yeah,
Right?
they're warriors, not ranchers.
Now we're getting to the
Oh,
Harryhausen stuff here.
yes.
Yes.
A nice statue.
Yeah, I think he built all that by hand.
I'd like to meet the model to that busty woman there.
Right.
Tim, in Greece, how do you separate the men from the boys? With a crowbar. Ha ha ha. But a
Nice.
dun.
You know, in
Dalos.
Greece, separating the men from the boys, there's a really dirty joke there. Okay, I
A
shouldn't have said
little
that.
known fact, I believe Suzanne probably modeled for the female statue. She
Uh-oh.
didn't get enough money for her modeling expertise.
Yeah, Yeah, you're right there, Susan. Yeah. Honor Blackman initially didn't want to play the role, but then I think it was the director that actually persuaded her to do it. So I heard that somewhere.
Indeed.
Yeah. So
Wow. They do a great job of making these look enormous.
it's the attention to detail, which is so great because he really meticulously worked on all of these statues himself, the designs and everything.
It takes
Oh, yeah,
the
right.
strength of Hercules to open that door.
Yeah, but remember what he said to him: only food and water, and all these jewelry and all this stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a treasure chamber.
But
Hey,
I
the
remember
gods have balls.
I remember Jason. Remember Jason told them not to take anything, right?
That's right. He told him only food and
Yes.
water.
Hercules is
needle.
wearing a diaper.
The brooch pin.
It's a knitting needle. It's a sewing needle.
Oh. Nope, don't take
Okay.
anything. Don't take anything.
Oh. Oh, Hercules, you moron. Oh, yes, they do.
Well, let's face it, Hercules wasn't the brightest bulb. Take my wife, please.
Tim says he's wearing a diaper. That's a pretty damn big diaper.
Okay.
You know, there was never a show called Hercules Attorney at Law, so I'm going with the Braun scenario.
It took most of Hercules' strength to open that door. Think about that.
Here we go. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
I love the
You
wind in
shouldn't
this
have
scene
taken
too.
it.
How the wind
Yep.
comes in here, the sound effect.
Yes.
It must have
Yeah,
been
sure it was.
love. But we fight titans now.
Now this is where I'm tempted.
Harryhausen's good.
No, this is where I'm tempted to do the theme from Iron Man.
Oh yes, that would yes.
Ozzy, man, this would be a perfect time for that Ozzy song, man. Right now.
You notice how when he moves, he creaks because he's made out of metal.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, now didn't Harryhausen do it for Cyclops as well, right? The Cyclops we'll probably see later.
Yeah, that was in Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, the Cyclops.
The Cyclops, okay.
Yeah, that was the film before.
I am Iron Man.
Iron Cyclops.
Seventh Voyage is also a fabulous movie, by the way.
Yeah, both movies are fabulous. Okay, here comes the big Iron Man. I swear, man, Austin would be awesome right now. I am an Iron Man. I am here to hurt the Greeks.
Wouldn't it be awesome to see this on the big screen?
Oh, I wish.
That's what I wanted to tell you guys. I did get to see this in a drive-in with my folks.
Really?
I did, yes. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Oh, you should have seen it, man. Like the widescreen. My dad said, "Oh, this is CinemaScope." Oh yeah, good stuff. Yeah, love it. Yeah, it was a couple years before it came out, right?
Wow.
To big screens and stuff. So yeah, I was probably very, very little. I would say it took about 3-4 years. So I was on about. Yeah.
These effects are still legit.
Oh yeah, they hold up.
Well, that's why.
Well, what's it been now? Yeah, what's it been now? 63 years. So shit, yes.
Well, it was made in 1963.
That's what I said.
It's older than me.
Are you kidding? It's older than me.
Well, I was about 5 when this came out. So
right, yeah, they're still impressive.
Yeah, I really wish I could have seen this on a big screen. But yeah, I mean that's why you still got millions of fans, even though Ray passed away probably like I don't know 10, 15, 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
Disney Star Wars, eat your heart out.
And
Yep.
thank you, John. John's put up the Iron Man thing with Ozzy.
Yes.
Nice.
Harryhausen died in 2013. I
Wow.
remember it. I was sad.
Yeah, he
The
lived into
Colossus of Rhodes.
That's what he based this on, by the way, Curtis.
Nice.
He took the design from the Colossus of Rhodes because he was a real history buff too, right?
Right.
And
That's cool.
he thought the Colossus would be the perfect, thing to model this character on. Oh,
Run away! Run away! Run away!
Run away, little Greeks.
Yep. Do you happen to have a golden fleece?
Nice.
We've already got one.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost Honor Blackman in 2020. She was 94 when she passed.
yeah, we lost all the main adventure stars. I think the one that played Tara King might still be alive, but that'd be about it.
Right.
I can't remember her real name. Darn.
Yeah.
But we just
When
lost
the
Diana
Argonauts.
Rigg. We just
When
lost
the
Diana
Argonauts
Rigg,
meet Huguenots.
like 2 years ago or
Oh.
something. So.
Right. That
Wow, that's
beautiful
not
ship is matchwood now. Yeah, the water got warmer. Hey, Hera.
Oh, wow. You know, the
Hey,
guy who
Hera.
plays Hercules was only 47 when he died. Wow, Nigel Green.
Really?
Yeah, Nigel Green. Yeah,
It's amazing how some people that look super healthy really aren't.
really.
It's like those young sports heroes that die in their 20s or 30s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They look like, fit as heck, but they have a bad heart or something.
Hey, PvP, who was the runner? The guy who he looked like really healthy, and then he was running and he had a heart attack?
Oh, was that, what's his name? Jim Fix or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His last name was Fix, I believe. And he was like always preaching, like running every day for your health. And then, of course, when he went out running one day, he dropped dead.
Man.
Oh, man.
That's a long time ago. That's got to be like 40 years ago or something, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll tell you guys one fact here. Just one. It took Ray Harryhausen 4 months to produce the skeleton scene, which runs at most 3 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, the
Yeah.
thing with the skeleton scene, he had 7 skeletons,
that's right.
and they were each, I think, in the video I watched, he said they were about 8 inches high. They were small.
Yeah.
So he'd have to coordinate every movement among 7 individual skeletons and take like one click of the camera, take one shot, one click of film, and then he'd have to
Jeez.
slightly move all of them a tiny fraction, almost hardly noticeable, right? And then he'd have to click
Mhm.
another frame of film. So I can understand why it took 4 months to do a 3-minute scene.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he had any assistants either. I think he mostly worked alone.
Wow.
Well, a majority of the film was filmed all over Italy, right? And then some of the interior shots were at Shepperton Studios over in Surrey, England. So,
Yeah, well, they were always trying to find unique locations because they didn't want to film in California where everybody's seen everything before, right?
Yeah.
Can you
I'm
imagine-
huge.
yeah. Can you imagine trying to shoot one of these scenes and you got a couple of surfers still doing the beach over in the corner?
I
That
imagine
would be
Hey,
amazing.
man.
they probably chased the surfers away.
Maybe some
Well, the
surfer babes came along.
Yeah, the surfers were just sidebar. They were just extras. I love that effect. Oh my gosh, that big, huge iron sword. Yeah,
Oh, there was another thing too, like
mind
the,
his foot.
the skeleton scene. Oh, that's not smart.
No, that's not. Never
Oh,
good.
but this is the
This is
crucial
cool.
scene here.
Jason
Jason
sees it.
Jason figures it out here.
He's not paying attention. There you go.
Well, to quote Lex Luthor, brain beats brawn.
Yeah.
Jason found his Achilles heel.
Yep,
Oh,
you got it.
I knew you would say that. Yeah, the Iron
Hey,
Man is an Achilles foot. There you go.
takes the steam right out of him.
Yeah, right. Pop it. Come on, man.
And the steam burns him alive. He dies.
Well, you should, technically.
You shouldn't be smoking. It's hard on your lungs.
It's got hero armor though. Remember
Nice.
that. And this is good. The way Talos dies here is so well done.
Yep, Taylor's.
You
Guys,
actually
run,
Tim's-
almost feel,
run.
you almost feel sorry for him here.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
sort of. Do it. Hey, guys.
Hell, there's
Dude.
more character development in this statue than in entire Star Wars trilogies.
Well, you mean
I'd
the
say-
sequels.
I'd say
Yep.
Talos is actually a better actor than 95% of the people in Hollywood right now.
Yep.
Yeah, no shit.
And
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
what she
"Uh-oh.
said.
Tim is saying, "Oh,
Run away, you
run.
fools!
Hercules, run.
Run,
this
run,
scene
run
cracks
away."
me up."
Did we just see Hercules dumping his diaper?
Oh,
crap.
dummy,
No,
dummy,
no,
dummy,
don't do
dummy.
it. Don't do
Nope,
it.
you're gonna die, clown.
It's not worth a sewing needle,
Crap me
dude.
now.
Boom.
Boomer.
Oh, well, it was quick anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
you just
Yeah,
lost
it
your
didn't
brightest
suffer.
guy.
yeah. Ulysses ain't around yet.
No.
Tim is saying steroids and stuff like that does not mix well with your body. Suzanne is saying so full of hot air.
I think a lot of athletes probably work themselves to
Who's-
death in training too.
That was smashing. Some of
Like-
his stuff looked like blood, so technically, Susie, you could say it was also full of hot blood and vitamin C.
Is it bad that I'm having really naughty thoughts about that Hera statue?
No. Actually,
whatever.
I would think you're more human if you're thinking that way.
Well, you know, it is
Hi,
on
Susie.
it is on the Argos, so it's like whatever floats your boat there, Curtis.
Bum.
But
Tim says that was smashing, and Suzanne, indeed.
that was mushroom. Yeah.
Hi, Suzanne.
Smashing.
There we go.
Hmm.
Look at all that food. I know.
Tim wonders if they could make this today without CGI. It's a good question.
It'd
Well,
be very hard. I bet you could pull it off, but it'd be hard.
I don't think there's anybody up to the level of stop motion that Ray Harryhausen achieved.
Right.
The only thing that came close for me in recent years when I watched the third Evil Dead movie, The Army of Darkness. Have
Yes.
you guys ever seen that?
Yes.
Oh yes, we own it.
Yes.
We own it. We
Yeah,
own it.
the Skeleton
was a
Army.
great
There
film.
was definitely some stop motion in the Skeleton Army in that movie, which was
Yeah.
actually pretty decent. I thought some of it. But that's the closest I've ever seen a movie come to Harryhausen's work. I think it's kind of a lost art, probably.
It
Oh, I guess
is.
so.
Stop motion like this is basically dead, saith Tim.
Well, the thing is, even Harryhausen realized that around 1980 when he did his last movie, the Titans film. What was it called?
Yes, Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. Yeah, he did that around 1980, I believe, and that was
Yeah.
his last stop motion film. And then he just basically retired after that, I guess,
Right.
because nobody wanted to hire him because Star Wars had come out and everybody was going with Star Wars type of effects at that point, right?
Yeah.
So he was basically antiquated by 1980.
Hercules. Da, 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 da. Phineas and Ferb?
I think that's where they might have got it from. You don't know. Well, thank God they finally put a garment Argos. I was getting a little frightened by his body there for a while.
I must say, I'm very impressed the way they put the ship back together from it being kindling into another version of the ship. That's pretty good.
Right.
It's a good one. Cheap.
Oh my. Oh man.
Well, there you go. You got our favorite man from from Twin Peaks.
Oh, here we go. This will apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not meaning to cover everyone up. I just want to be polite, but yet not wig out Suzanne.
Yeah.
It's my ex-wife. Cool. Yeah, she was hot back then. I married a Fury. Oh, cool.
Nice. Oh, look, black and white Doctor Who from Accounting Sheep. Nice. Purple.
Harryhausen said it was especially difficult to film flying creatures like these.
I'll
Yes.
bet.
I like their purple color though.
Oh yeah. He said he would generally design flying creatures with those kind of bat-like wings like these have, because he could make it look like the wings were kind of carried by air currents under them, so they could kind of puff out when they flapped, and that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Did you hear that, Curtis? Tim said it's your ex-wife.
Yes.
Is that really your ex-wife? Come on, Curtis. Wow.
I'm not talking about the photo. I'm talking about the evil Aranese Fury demon things.
Oh,
The
now I
demon
get it.
things. Yeah.
Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
I got that.
I don't. If I'd have been married to something like that, I probably still would have left her. But
Oh, thank God these guys are all finally have clothing.
They actually
I mean,
got
for
armor
like
on
40
now.
minutes we saw them with barely anything but a smock on.
Yeah, they finally got their armor on too,
The
which is
Furies.
good.
No kidding. Oh, they're called the harpies. They're called the harpies.
Well, I guess
Nice.
after what
Yep.
happened on the island, they kind of learned their lesson there.
Right.
Now, maybe we should wear our armor.
Yeah, I'm watching this with the closed captioning. Thank you for doing that. That actually helps. There's the blind man. Dun, dun, dun. Wow.
I guess this would have been after the time of Tyrrheus, I think.
Right. Nice.
We
I
don't.
like when
We
I heard
don't,
that.
Zeus.
Don't kill
Thunderbolt
me!
coming up.
Don't kill me!
Now, seeing a modern movie, they would have been a lightning bolt that zapped him out of the movie right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Instant death. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the ticket. So that is Gary Richmond, correct, on the right. So he and Nancy Kovac, who plays Medea, they're the only two people left in the entire cast.
Wow.
And they're both 90 years of age. It's amazing. Yeah.
Funky
Well, I think that's
cold
appropriate.
Medea.
One man, one woman still live from this entire cast. I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
cool.
you know, if you got a big enough cast, there's got to be a couple people that make it to old age, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Dick
Well,
Van Dyke. He's 100 now. Like, wow.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even Marie Saint is 101. And she's going to be 102 if she makes it.
Oh, she was in.
Wow.
Was she the one in North by Northwest?
Yes, the one with
Yes.
Cary Grant. Yes,
That is a great movie.
yes.
That's actually,
That's-
but a lot of people think that's the first James Bond film, even though it's not an official Bond movie, right?
Yeah, but that was by Alfred Hitchcock, right? So, I mean, it's still a great
Yeah,
film.
Hitchcock. But it is a lot of Bond-like qualities in that movie.
It does have Bond-like qualities. I agree with that. Totally. Well, the spy genre part of it, anyway. Yeah, absolutely.
But I
It's
mean,
still a classic.
it's once again, it's Hitchcock's tried and true formula of the man on the run who's misidentified and he has to go on the run. Like that was a
Right.
favorite of Hitchcock's formulas.
Yeah. Now, here's the
But it worked.
question. How is it that these guys are able to climb these stone pillars without any type of equipment, lay all this out, the net, obviously, for the harpies, and then they're able to get back down without falling and breaking a leg or some other thing? I'm
Well,
just saying, there has to be a fantasy element involved in that.
Well, yeah, it's a
Obviously.
fantasy movie, obviously. Yeah.
Obviously. But I do have to say also, the stunt work is amazing.
You know, the only special effects I can think of that rival this are the birds in Birdemic.
I'm thinking,
I didn't even get a laugh out of you guys on that one.
sort of delayed.
Oh, Birdemic is terrible. It's a terrible film.
I have to turn. What was the joke again? Because I have the sound up on the movie here.
Do I need to turn the sound up or down?
No, I can do that on my own here.
Okay, got you.
I have the controller here. So what was that joke again?
Oh,
I got it all the way up
these effects are almost as good as the birds in Birdemic. Which, if you've seen those, they're terrible. They're awful.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that. You're not talking about the birds. You're not talking about the Hitchcock film, like, the birds.
No. It's a guy named James Gwynn who made his own modern remake of the birds, and
oh no.
let's just say it's not as good, and leave it at that.
I've seen very few remakes that are as good.
Well, this one is so bad that Riff Tracks
Yeah.
made a classic episode.
They
with
made
it.
a special for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is good. I like the old man's finally can relax.
Phineas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the clashing rocks.
Oh, those are great.
That's one scene where Harryhausen couldn't do his special effects because it's so difficult to film stuff in water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually hired a real actor for that scene.
Nice.
But it still works. It still works great.
It's still
by
a
the way-
practical effect. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you know how they did the clashing rocks? They actually inflated rubber tires and then they built the rocks, I guess, I don't know, out of styrofoam or whatever the hell, they plaster, whatever they built them out of. And they inflated the tires so that the rocks would float in the water and they could move them off camera. They could have people moving the rocks around back and forth. Yeah.
That's cool.
They were ingenious making these movies, I gotta say, man. You know?
Well, like we
I
said,
mean-
it's been 60 plus years and the special effects can stand up, I mean, even today to anything that's out there.
They still put a lot of modern movies to shame, I think.
Oh, a lot of them.
They do.
I mean, even this ship, I mean, they actually built this ship. I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
It
That's
is.
incredible.
And that's incredible. I mean, the
I
craftsmanship
want that
here is-
ship. Makes me wonder what happened to it.
Yeah, but think how much you'd pay just to tie it up to the dock, Curtis.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, it would take a lot of toll, right? A lot of fees. It's like, oh
Mhm.
man. Yeah, I just parked this here. Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I think
I agree that Jason and the Argonauts, I do recall seeing parts of that from 2000. That sucked. I mean, it was not a good remake at all. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, remakes are generally disappointing. Like what was the one?
Yeah.
Was it This Island Earth or no? It was the one with Klaatu.
Oh, you mean the remake that had
Forbidden-
Keanu Reeves in it, right?
I heard the remake was pretty bad too, right? And
the Day the Earth Stood Still, right?
Oh, that's
The
the
Day
one.
the
Yeah,
Earth Stood
the original is so perfect, right? It's just like
Oh, the original's great. And Patricia O'Neill, what a oh my gosh. She had such a good performance. She
And
didn't
I
even
think-
have to do a whole lot. That's the best.
probably one
part
of
it.
Michael Rennie's most memorable performances, I would say too. So
Oh, totally said that. Yeah.
it's amazing to me how they built these rocks and yet they make them look so damn real.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is good to see everyone here.
Yeah, it's nice. We seem to have a good number of people watching tonight.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I salute you with my shot of bourbon.
I'm drinking some Fireball liqueur right now.
That's pretty good. I like that.
It's
stuff.
not bad. Well, the thing is, since I can't buy bourbon here anymore, thanks to the situation,
Oh yeah.
I
Sorry.
kind of got used to drinking this cinnamon flavored. It's a cinnamon flavored liqueur whiskey, basically.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah.
actually not bad. It's a little spicy, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty good.
It's really good. That was one of our competitors' better whiskeys.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kept me going. I'll tell you, for the last year or whatever. So
Well, this is interesting. A lot of the live action work had been done a year before in Italy, and the actors were doing a kind of shadow boxing against imaginary opponents while Ray Harryhausen was building.
Welcome,
cool.
anonymous rooster.
Hey, Rooster. Yeah, they call me the Rooster.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Let's see
Well, I
if
was thinking
there's.
Alice in Chains, but
Oh,
Oh, see the ship ahead getting destroyed there? That ship ahead of them just got sunk. Look at it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the class. That's the class. Clashing Rocks.
Wow.
The effects are amazing. And doesn't the music fit perfectly for the scene? I mean,
It
Well, actually,
does.
Bernard Herrmann, the guy that wrote the music,
yeah,
he would
Bernard Herrmann. Yeah.
he would generally watch the film before he started doing the score.
Oh,
So he would
nice.
watch the movie first, and then he would decide what was needed to fit every scene in the movie. And
Right.
he would just hire orchestras. He would do woodwinds or whatever was needed for the tone of the film. He would try to match what was needed.
Right.
But I mean, he
That's
had a long
cool.
career. He did lots of Hitchcock. He did North by Northwest, Mikey.
Oh,
Yeah, he
By the
did.
way,
cool.
He did. That's true.
yeah.
Did
And
he? Did he
Vertigo.
also? Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to ask if was he friends with John Barry that did a lot of the James
I
Bond
don't
themes.
know. I actually never looked into that. I never did.
I should look into that myself because I thought he did have some friends, fellow composers he knew from other movies.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm
Yeah.
sure people like John Williams were probably heavily influenced by him. I would guess,
I would definitely think
because
so.
you can hear the same kind of strident orchestral scores in Herman's and Williams scores. They're very similar in some ways in that sense. By the way, his last film score was for Taxi Driver.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Yep. But yeah, I think he had a very long career. He did a lot of Hitchcock movies and a lot of other stuff too. He did
Yeah.
this one. He also did Jason the Argonauts, the film before this.
So in 1992, Dr. Ray Harryhausen received the Gordon E. Sawyer Award, recognizing his contributions to the film industry at the Oscars. Tom Hanks, the host
Cool.
of the event, said that some people say Citizen Kane or Casablanca. I say Jason and the Argonauts was the greatest movie ever made. That was from Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to believe Hanks was sincere, but I'm not so sure he was.
Well,
I think he was,
we
I think he was,
know a lot about him, that's for sure.
well,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Tom Hanks anymore for various reasons, but
Right.
but sometimes I think there's a lot of butt kissing when they do the
Mhm.
Academy Awards. So
Yes.
Now, when we get to the skeletons, originally they wanted rotting flesh to be off them, but Ray Harryhausen said no. Well, he wanted to do it, but the guy said no, too gruesome. That's
I
why
think
they became out clean skeletons.
I think they thought that would be too creepy.
Well, and some kids were watching this, right? So
Well,
that gives them nightmares.
it wasn't
Yeah.
needed. Well, actually, I think he learned from Seven Voyages of Sinbad, the previous movie. There's a fight at the end with a single skeleton that Sinbad has to fight in the evil magician's castle.
Right?
It was cut from the film when
Is
it
that
was first.
Poseidon?
Yeah, it probably is.
Holy crap!
It's pretty well done, though, even though it's a real actor.
Right?
Yeah,
I
whatever,
love it.
whoever the character is, it's an awesome effect.
And
It's totally awesome.
the tail was so well done too. Like he's like a merman.
Yeah.
It's either Poseidon or Triton, I think.
Oh, it could be Triton.
I don't know who
Yeah,
else it would be.
it could be Triton. Triton, I believe, was the one that had a fishtail at the end.
Okay.
But it's got to be, I think that's got to be one of those two.
Yeah. No, I think you're right, Curtis. I think it is Triton. I was doing a quiz show the other day, and the Greek gods were part of the quiz show.
That's cool.
I had to relearn some stuff, about the gods. She has her arms up. Oh, okay, that's cool. Notice the arms up there from Hera.
Yep.
Nice. Come on, guys. You gotta really do it yourself. They can't have this guy hold up the rocks for too long. He's oh darn it. Argo has
I
his
don't
shirt
even.
off again. Did you put that smock back on? Damn it.
A
No
little
offense against
something
the
for the
actor.
ladies.
Yeah, right. No offense, but come on now. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm almost in maybe not better shape, but no worse shape than that guy, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be in a film with my shirt off through all of it anymore.
Believe me, nobody would want to see me in a film
No,
with my shirt
I
off.
think all three of us are still right now at our ages probably better looking than that guy was back then.
Well, I think
Yikes.
the only kind of film I could do with my shirt off would be a horror movie, to be quite honest.
I resemble that remark.
Well, oh, by the way, the Talos foot effect, that was actually red cellophane that Ray Harryhausen animated to look like flowing blood.
Oh,
That is
cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah,
Meanwhile, Zeus and Hera bang a lot
right.
off stage
Well, they
or
asked, why does
spanked.
God need a starship? And you should also say, why does God need a wife?
Right?
Just saying.
No, right, right.
Curtis, I need my bulldozer for this one. Oh, women! Woo!
Oh, wow. Okay. It says here the Argo was built over a fishing boat and was powered by three large Mercedes engines that cost roughly 10% of the film's budget. They sold the ship to
I'll
20th
believe
Century
it.
Fox after filming, and it was used in Cleopatra in 1963.
And
So this ship was
Cleopatra
act-
was
yeah,
even less successful than this film.
right. Yeah, it was. That's true.
By the way, this film, I looked it up. It was $3 million budget, and it actually didn't do well at the box office. It only made back about $2 million, which is
That's a
kind
shame.
of,
Oh, man.
well, it's ridiculous. Like, didn't people have brains or eyes back in 1963? I would have flocked to the theater to see this.
They
Right.
probably didn't have any. I don't know.
'Cause
People
Well, there
make
she
me
is,
sad.
Nancy Kovac.
The thing was, most of Harryhausen's previous movies were a lot of monster pictures, like with octopuses and space creatures.
Yeah.
Right.
So they were like B movies, right? They'd be like a double bill on a drive-in. This was the first film that the studio was confident enough in where they made it an A picture and they would put it in A-list theaters just on its own,
Yeah.
just this film and nothing with it. So
Right.
that was good of the studio, but it's just the darn audience didn't show up.
Okay, so you mentioned before PvP, there was a film after this, right? And then you had the seventh voyage of Sinbad was in '58. That was
Yeah.
supposed to be that before this. So yeah,
That was 5 years before this, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
an
well.
excellent movie. It was his first mythology movie, I think, in
Right.
'58.
Well, yeah, and what's great about Ray is that he conceived the whole film. He actually knew what he wanted to put in it, which was just so fantastic.
Well, the
I
thing
just-
is, he would make extensive sketches, and when I say sketches, I mean full blown drawings that you would put on the frame and hang on the wall. They were so detailed.
Right.
If you watch that video, I put the link to. You'll
Yeah.
see
It
that he
tells a
holds
lot of
up some
that.
of those, and I can't believe how artistically gifted the man was. I mean, I couldn't draw that stuff, and I certainly couldn't make the creatures he built.
Right.
So. But he would
Yeah.
basically plan out every scene that he had to do as far as the special effects went. And of course, I guess the writers would, they'd put the input of the general story. And I
Yeah.
remember Ray saying they would get the general script. He would work out the locations he wanted to shoot at. He would work out the details of the creatures by doing extensive
Yes, I can
drawings
see
and storyboards. And then the writers and the producer and the director and himself would get in a room and they would hash it all out. They would hash everything out. And if they had to rewrite stuff, they would rewrite the script. They would do whatever they needed to do to modify it to make it work, right? And it was just
Yep.
great. Like, I mean, do they even bother doing that anymore? Like, seriously. Incredible dedication to work ethic.
Yep.
And they all had that back then making these movies.
Uh-oh. This film was a massive hit in the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. Also did well in Europe. However, for some reason, it only did middling business in the United States.
Now, how did it do in Canada? If there's any info available.
Canada was with the United Kingdom. It was a success in Canada.
Okay, so it's just the Americans that didn't get it. Okay.
America!
Yeah, does Americans ever get it all the time?
Well, they
Well,
actually get a. I think America gets a lot more right than they get credit for, actually.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
but we're not perfect. There's times when we miss the mark.
Oh yeah, but I'd rather take America's imperfect over to say China's or North Korea's imperfect.
Oh, fuck. You're correct.
Yeah.
I second that one.
Right.
Second that one.
Yeah, thank you for reading that, Curtis. I just copied it from what I found on some information about it.
He's copping a feel on the guy.
He is. What is he doing? Wow. Poor Castus. Euphemus. Mickey Sale. Mickey Sale.
Dagnabbit, I'm losing too many people, but I got a hot chick.
Well, Nancy Kovac, I know, guys, you got to help me out here. I know she was in a Star Trek episode.
Gosh, that
I
one I
gotta
don't
know.
remember.
Oh, let me take a look. If you don't
I
mind.
don't
will
remember
take a look.
I
that.
think I love her. I mean, great film.
Good one, Curtis. Good recovery. Okay. There she is.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Well, Brick Road. Well, it says that Nancy Kovac, like she's still alive.
Oh!
Oh, wasn't she in that one where Kirk went back to that planet that he'd been away from and had a friend there? And
Marooned?
it was like a civil war, and she was like the wife. Remember when the creature attacked him and bit Kirk in the shoulder? And she used that root to save his life. Was that her?
Depends, maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, it was something about a little war or something, a private little war.
I think our civilization has lost some things. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Marooned was a space thing where they had astronauts that stranded in space, which featured Gregory Peck. There's that.
Really?
And James Franciscus, yeah. Wow, Richard Crenna, David Jansen, Gene Hackman. Yeah, Marooned. Yeah. She was in that.
Hecate. Making me want to change religion.
I was right, guys. Yeah, she was Nona in A Private Little War, Season 2, Episode 19 from Star Trek. 1968. I was right. Nice. Yeah, that's cool, guys. So she's still alive, and she was in Star Trek, the original series. Nice. Well, I guess she deserved it after this film. 5 years later. Yeah,
Yeah, she was in pretty good shape.
yeah. He's 90 years old right now. He's still alive, Gary Raymond. He's the only male left from the entire cast.
I am the snotty evil lord. Not excuse me. Gary Raymond, English accent actor, played British Sergeant in The Rat Patrol.
Yes, he did.
And
Very
as he
cool.
just said, he's 90.
Yeah, he's the only male actor left from the film. Everybody else is gone, even Jason. Shame. Cool. Nice. Cool. Oh, I know what you said there, Deja Vu. My cat's interested in Greek mythology. I think she heard Nancy Kovac's voice and she got a little excited. Oh, baby.
Funky cold Medea.
Oh
Funky
darn!
Comedia.
I had my mic turned off. Damn! I turned my
Nice
mic
one,
off.
Curtis. Nice.
Oh,
Really?
Mark Malnikoff, Kapla, glory to you and your house.
Nice.
A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
Never
And
get
men with
relaxed.
really magnificent breasts.
Never get too relaxed when they show you a party
That's
this
so
big.
cool.
Never get too relaxed.
There we go.
You know, good answer.
That
More
is a
than
good
you're
answer.
more than you're ever going
Yeah.
to know, jackass.
Oh my God, look at Nancy Kovac. Wow. Do you think that this role that Nancy played, do you think that might have led to her eventually being in a Star Trek episode?
Hard to say.
Yummy.
Yeah.
I imagine she had to do a reading like every other actor.
Right? I don't kill anybody.
Dun dun dun.
And then
Dun, dun, dun.
she went to the she went to read the script, do a reading that week, and they said, okay, you got a great pair of lungs, so you're hired. No, I can't make sex jokes anymore. Damn.
That's it. So it counts as faked his own death. Guys.
Traitor,
Bastard.
filthy traitor.
It's not fair. It's not fair, Gary. You get to live and she gets to live. Okay. Yeah. No, just kidding.
Nice set. And I'm not making a sex joke that time, okay?
Well, this is interesting. I found out that the Queen of Darkness, we know the King of Darkness, but The Queen of Darkness being called Hecate. Okay. It almost sounds like Tecate, doesn't it? The beer.
I lose track of all these names.
That could have been the reason they got the beer the way they did, I guess. It sounds similar. I mean, it seems like it rhymes. Do it.
Hey, when your country gets screwed up enough, that gets easier and easier, dear.
Right? Bad Hecate, bad.
Oh man. Anybody had enough wine yet?
Really, I think they all overindulged.
It looks that way.
Yeah, obviously couldn't get up for this woman.
Any man that couldn't get up for her must be drunk
Or not a man.
and passed out.
Yeah, right? Funky Cold Medea. We have to go with that, Curtis. Come on.
You're still with us there, Curtis?
Curtis? Oh, you might have had to help Cassie.
Okay.
He'll be back.
I'm still here. My roommates came home and I needed to mute it so y'all didn't hear
Oh,
a
okay.
bunch of thumping and clunking.
Nice.
Medea, if you will, please send me a goddess who will kill. She is the darkest goddess of the land, and she makes me as sad as she can.
Nice.
Yeah, the Greeks were really big on seducing the women of other countries.
Oh, they definitely were.
Romans too, yeah.
Well, no, but Romans just decided to take them as they were. They didn't give them a choice. At least the Greeks gave a woman a choice. Oh, good. Thank God Argus is clothed again.
Right on.
It's gonna be the running meme, guys. Okay, he's an old man and he had no shirt on, and it was not pleasant. Just saying.
Oh, by the way, I just want to add some more background to the skeleton fight at the end of the film here.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Harryhausen was planning out the movements, because he had to synchronize the movements of the 7 skeletal warriors with the 3 live actors in Jason's crew. So he actually hired 7 actors to portray the skeleton army, and he put numbers 1 through 7 on their backs of their shirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he could tell which was which actor would be the skeleton, and then he would get them to practice their movements over and over and over again to get it to the point where they knew it exact by memory how to move, where to step, which direction to go into, when to start, when to stop, and how they would raise their sword at the right time to meet the sword of the actual actor, so he could synchronize the stop motion skeleton sword with the actor's swords. I mean, that's how meticulous he worked everything out, right?
There it is.
The Golden Fleece.
Dun, dun, dun.
Otherwise, the Enron story.
But I never heard that one before until I watched his interview, how he actually planned it out to that detail.
Yeah, very, like we said, very meticulous, very well done.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, they don't put that effort into movies these days most of the time.
No.
Most people don't even bother, right?
Well,
they
I mean,
feel like CGI can guide them, and that's pretty much it, right? And
yeah, I mean,
doesn't
what
work.
happened? What happened to planning? What happened to storyboarding? What happened to sitting around a table with the cast crew, the director and producers, and hashing out if the script needs to be rewritten to improve it. Like, whatever happened to that, right? It's like,
Right. Well, look what John said. He put in, come sail away with me. From Sticks.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. The Hydra.
7 heads. Notice the 7 heads. He had to synchronize all of those heads.
Wow.
Frame by frame, each one of those. 7
Right.
different parts of the creature to synchronize every frame of film. I bet this scene took months to do as well, actually.
Nice. He's dying. Cool. Did I name this creature right? Is that the 7 heads of Hydra?
I think it's
Or
the
the
Hydra.
7-headed Hydra? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Hydra, I believe.
Yeah, it's 7-headed Hydra. Yep. That's it.
Well, actually, yeah, I know it's the Hydra. What am I saying? It is the Hydra.
It is the Hydra, yes.
Well, because in the skeleton scene, that gets mentioned again.
Right.
Where's
think this is kind
Godzilla
of
when
a-
you need him?
Yeah, I think this is kind of hilarious, though. I mean, Jason taking it all by himself. Right?
Well, he's got no backup right now, so.
That's Kurt. That's what he says. That's Kurt. Wow. Nice. Oh,
Besides,
nice. Okay.
it wasn't called Jason Runs Away.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, John.
Yeah. Jason hides behind the Argonauts.
Now, come
Yes,
on.
that-
He could have just done a pirouette around the tree and grabbed the fleece.
You know, if you did the movie today, it would be called Jason Goes to Starbucks, right?
Jason Goes to Hell.
We already had that movie, didn't we?
Yeah. We also have
Somebody
snakes in the
have.
plane, so we could say snakes on Colchis. Damn snakes on Colchis. Oh, is she gonna pass out? Oh no. She's like, I know what I'm gonna do. He's distracting the damn thing. I'm gonna grab that fleece. Nice. Let's die. I gotta say, the Ray Harryhausen creations and the death throws are awesome.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. The last one.
Heck, you even have more sympathy for the Hydra than you have for most modern actors.
Right? Or the Iron Man statue, Talos,
Well, you know, one good
or the
thing
skeletons. Right?
one good thing about the Hydra, it never expressed its political views.
Kill
Right?
Hydra.
Yeah, right. That's Curtis dealing with his ex-wife. Oh, that's what Sheep said. Dealing with his ex.
It often felt like it.
Right?
Oh God!
I gotta say, come on, he's Captain Stubing, right? Captain Argo.
He does remind me of Captain Stubing.
He does. Come on, guys. We gotta sneak through the woods here. Get the fleece.
Oh,
Dun
geez.
dun dun.
The Argonauts soon will be making another run. The Argonauts stealing Golden Fleece just for fun.
Notice how it quits shining as soon as it's touched.
Right.
Yep. That's an interesting
dead.
touch.
Here they come.
Con!
Yes, guys, we get out of here. Hurry. Dun, dun, dun. Here comes the king of Colchis. Running through the woods and see the dead Hydra. Come on, guys. They've been fleeced.
They've been fleeced. Yep.
Good one, sheep. Good one, sheep.
Yeah, I wonder if that's where the expression comes from. This movie.
It
No,
could
probably not.
very
Probably not.
easily.
Or
Yeah.
from the myth, because they stole the fleece.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Choo choo choo.
Here we go.
They're being attacked by the Deadites.
Yeah.
See, Graham Hancock tried to warn us about this stuff. Sorry, that one may have been too obscure.
Isn't it cool how
I
you had
really,
some light? Isn't it cool how you had some lightning that you could summon once in a while?
that would be cool.
Right?
Now this is how
But
he
I
gets.
really didn't.
This is how he gets the Hydra's teeth.
Yeah.
And I remember the Hydra's teeth are important at the end of the movie with the skeletons.
Right.
Remember the tooth. Remember the tooth.
The tooth. Remember the tooth.
That's tasty barbecue.
You can't accept the tooth. I was trying to.
You can't handle the
Nicholson
tooth.
Oh, that's it. Shit, I screwed that quote up.
Nah, it's all good. Well, no, they hadn't invented condoms yet.
Right?
No, kitty. Get. Go.
Like I said, these
The-
soldiers were pretty adept at climbing heights like this without any sort of climbing equipment.
Yeah.
You think the insurance company would let them do that in a movie nowadays where they climbed up a cliff?
No, they
Okay,
wouldn't even.
I have one major complaint on this film.
What?
They showed up the skirt of the villainous king. They didn't show up the skirt of Medea.
Oh,
It's just wrong.
Uh-oh, Funky Cole just got arrowed.
Oh, no.
No.
She's my favorite part of the movie.
Right? The fleece will bring her back to life. Come on now. She looks
Ooh,
lovely.
Covered her up
Well-
in Christmas tree tinsel.
gets golden again.
It does look like a whole bunch of tinsel, doesn't it? Oh yeah, wow!
Ah!
That's right. There's this is predated Wilhelm scream, isn't it?
This sequel to Goldfinger is weird.
Right.
And there's no Bond in it.
A prequel, I guess.
Massaging. I love you.
Boy, she's really happy. So that fleece is doing something.
Giving her
there.
love. Yeah. I think the fleece is having her.
I think.
Hey, counting sheep. Somebody with a sheep fetish.
Nice.
Here we go. We're getting
Well,
to
you
the
know,
end of the
sheep.
movie.
Well, we know how. Hey, Curtis, we know how sheep is. So when he said, "That's some tasty barbecue," we know what he's talking about.
Hey guys, can we just
Mm.
can we not talk for the next couple minutes during this sequence?
Sure.
Yeah, this will be a good one. Yeah.
Because this is the most important scene in the whole movie for me.
Yep. Wow.
Stay. I'd forgotten how that sword fight ended. That was brilliant, actually.
Yeah, and then I can see why again, the detail, it took 4 months to film that whole scene.
Well, I can't imagine trying to synchronize all that with the actual actors too, right?
Right?
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
incredible.
second by second, it's pretty much perfect.
Well, can you imagine for those 4 months that you had to play like you were shadowboxing against imaginary things that weren't even there, before they put it all in? So yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's why he would plan it out so meticulously with live actors and the cast, right? To make sure
right.
every movement was exactly what the actors would know to do. So yeah,
Right.
still, it's incredible to
Wow, amazing.
coordinate 7 different things frame by frame. I'm still amazed that he could actually even
That
do
was
that.
amazing. I am glad you guys talked me into doing that. That was incredible. What do you rate it, guys?
Oh,
Oh,
it's a 10 out of 10 for me for sure. Always
yeah,
is.
10 out of 10. I think
10
it's
out of 10.
one of the
Yeah.
greatest fantasy movies I've ever seen. I can't think off the
Mhm.
top of my head. I can't think of any fantasy movie that actually tops it. I really can't.
I think the trilogy, just like we said, the seventh of Sinbad, and then you had this, and then you had the original Clash of the Titans. That is considered one of the best classic Greek mythology trilogies on film, and done
Actually,
just really well.
that's not the real trilogy though, because there were other Sinbad movies between those.
Oh, there were? Okay.
Oh yeah, there was Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. I think was one of them, Mikey.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe
Okay.
there was a second Sinbad. I think altogether there were like at least 3 Sinbad movies before he got to Titans.
That
Hey,
king
you
would
may
make a
not be
great
too far off
Klingon.
there, Mark. He says the king would make a great Klingon. Yeah, you wouldn't be too far off, probably. He might have played a Klingon. You never know. We don't know if he ever did or not. But as I said, Nancy Kovac, who plays Medea, did appear in A Private Little War as Nona in the original TOS from season 2. I found that
That's
out. So
cool.
yeah, very cool. Yeah.
Well, that was the Jason and the Argonauts. Oh, sorry, Cassie. I didn't mean to hit you.
Oh
I think
no,
I
Cassie.
ran over her tail.
No, say it's not.
Oh
No,
no.
Curtis. Don't
Uh-oh.
do that.
Well,
Oh, that'd
the
be bad.
poll ended with 46% of you saying that your favorite mythological story is that it's turtles all the way down. 31% of you say Jason and the Argonauts, 15% say the Odyssey, and 8% of you say Cupid and Psyche. So
I'm not an
there it
authority on
is.
mythology, so I voted for turtles because I was lazy tonight.
Hey, all
Well,
good. All
I
good.
voted for Jason and the Argonauts because it is still a great film.
Yeah, well, yeah,
It
I
is.
should have, but I just thought, well, my film won anyway, so I'm not too worried. By
Well,
the way,
Yeah.
Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger came out in 1977,
right.
Oh.
and I know there was another one.
But I think
Uh,
Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger might have been one of his last ones, right before Clash of the Titans.
It was later on, 77. And the other one was Golden Voyage of Sinbad in 1973, Mikey.
Now that one I do remember, Golden Voyage. I do remember
Yeah,
that.
so there were altogether like I guess 3 official Sinbad movies that he made. I
Nice.
still think Seventh Voyage is far better than the 2 sequels. I don't think that either of those is I mean they're okay, but I don't think they're as good.
Oh, you're talking
Is that
about the one from '58, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad? Yeah,
Yeah, that's my favorite. I think that's a classic up there
that
with
is a
Jason.
good one. It sure
is
is.
that
Yeah.
is that the one with the 6-armed goddess fighting with
No,
swords?
No.
that's Titans. That's Clash
Okay.
of
That
the
is
Titans.
Clash of the Titans. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
No,
But obviously the Kraken is in Clash of the Titans.
Seventh
Release
Voyage
the
is
Kraken.
the Seventh Voyage is the one with the Cyclops Island, where the Cyclops is trying to murder them,
Oh, okay.
and it also has the dragon that's chained up in the evil magician's lair. So
Okay.
he has Actually, it ends up the dragon and the Cyclops end up fighting each other to the death in that movie. So it's pretty cool. And then, of course, he has to fight the evil magician. By the way, Torrin Thatcher plays the evil magician, and he's awesome in that movie. He's a really good actor in his day. So yeah, it's I highly recommend that one. It's a very solid film.
Yeah. All right.
So good night to JPRPH1, John. He says, thank you guys. And Jeff B says, cool flake, Curtis, and amazingly, PvP liked it.
Yes. Jeff B, welcome. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to do something here. Let's see if I'm smart enough to do it.
I actually like a lot of things.
I really, as I said, to me, Ray Harryhausen was the definition of the miniature and the special effects back in the day. And then like I said, when you had Space 1999 and some of those Jerry Henderson classics, you had Derek Meddings, who was the standout for those miniatures in space. So
I think great stuff. From what I've read over the years, I think a lot of those guys actually took a key from Harryhausen. They were inspired.
I'm sure they did. I know Derek did. But
yeah, and what was the other guy that did like Silent Running and some of that stuff?
I forgot. Would you look it up, please?
No, I'm tired. I'm not looking anything up. I'm getting
okay. So we see that Curtis was able to gift 5 Curtis Selby memberships.
Yes. Commodore Productions, Sci-Fi Sith Dan, LDG Free the Net, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and Lizzie Armstrong.
I can never get those because I have the wrong account. YouTube says I have the wrong type of account. Bastards.
YouTube kind of irritates me sometimes.
Well,
even though I've had more success with them, but
when I first joined, I had a channel. I used my own name, and then after I figured signing in for that, I thought, do I really want my real name out there on the internet? So then I created my second channel, which is what I'm talking on now with you guys, and it said you have a branded account now or something. It's some nonsense, and it's like, okay, I couldn't care less if I get free stuff anyway. I'm not really about free stuff,
I hear you. Well, I keep forgetting to do it, but I do want to try to give out as many free memberships as I can. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there we go. So let me say thank you to Snortopupus Cuber.
Snorty!
And PvP, obviously. Thank you both for being in the chat and on the panel. And
thank you for having us.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Enigma Severus, thank you for being on here and for the kind comments. Accounting Sheep, thank you for being here. John Ponderera, as always. And Resolute Germ.
Germ's here.
Who am I missing? Obviously, I know of at least one person I'm missing. Okay, there's Tim. Some there call him Tim. And the chatty blogger, Mikey. Thank you for being here and on the panel. Thank you. You both add so much to a stream. You both have so much knowledge about these movies. And Mark Malikoff,
don't forget
resident
Mark
Klingon. And last but definitely not least, Jeff B. And she was not in the YouTube chat, but in Cosme was Suzanne Eckstein.
Yes. Susie. Yeah.
Eckstein.
Good to see you.
Susie.
Yeah. Susie.
All right. Well, y'all have anything you want to promote before we call it a stream?
Well, for my channel anyway, we're taking a couple weeks off because we're getting ready for February when we start the MOPS project, which is musicals, operas, and plays in a series. And Larry, our best friend from Be Yourself Adventures, will be my first co-guest, my co-host. He'll be talking about his experiences with Jesus Christ Superstar, which he worked on for about 6 months. And he's got some video I hope that he's able to show us on the interview of him there, actually on stage. So it's very ancient. It's so many years ago, but I've seen it, so I know that he's got it, and I just want to put it out there that I hope he can show it to us when we do the interview. So that'll be in February. As for other channels, I will be on the Nostalgic Pod Blast this coming Saturday night at 5:35 p.m. Eastern, where we'll be talking with Chance and Dal's Place and Natalie and Sarah, hopefully. We're going to be talking about that channel network that was taken over by the mouse, ABC. And then the next week, 2 weeks from then, CBS, and then NBC. So, yeah. So we're going to be talking about those 3 major networks. Yeah.
Yeah,
it should be interesting for pop culture anyway.
Yeah, no, not wrong. Not wrong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
PvP, I know you have been producing more I'm having a senior moment. The streams with the music playlists. You've been producing playlists.
Yeah,
So,
I did one a couple weeks ago that I worked on for many hours, called "The Evolution of David Bowie," and I started with his early 1967, some of the stuff off that early album, a couple of tunes, and I progressed right through to Black Star, his final videos. And
that was really good. Yeah.
no,
Go ahead.
yeah, I did share that with you, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I think I need to go back because I think there's still maybe 5 or 6 of those songs I haven't listened to, but I got
think
through most of it.
It
was so good.
Well, it was so extensive because I wanted to cover his. And when you're covering a career of someone that was active for 50 years, it's not going to be a short list, right? So,
and it's not like he was one of these people that just produced 1 or 2 hits and then he was done. He kept producing stuff all the way to the end.
He had plenty of hits, but it wasn't. Bowie never really cared about the hits. I've seen interviews, and he was like, never play to the audience, never play to the gallery. Don't give the gallery what they want. Give them do what you want to do as an artist, not what the fans want, right? And that sounded perfectly like Bowie. It was like he wasn't about pleasing other people. He was about staying true to his vision, right?
Yes. And
which is why,
but what I love about him is he would be that way, but he in my humble opinion, he didn't have a spirit of arrogance with it. He was just he was just being true to his self and his own vision. I'm having another senior moment. I hate it.
I got those too.
My son's hero. He was the producer for a bunch of the older Pixar films. You may know who I'm talking about. Anyway, he gave a bunch of talks about how you don't want to just give the audience what it wants, but what you want to do is you want to give them something that's so amazing that they didn't realize that they wanted it. And like this film here, I think that may have been part of its problem is, there probably a lot of people didn't realize that they wanted big giant statues stomping on Greek soldiers and stuff, but it's awesome.
I can see why the American audience didn't get it, actually.
Yeah.
Because when I think of 1963, what was 1963? It was like Psycho and trying to think of the other movies that were current back in that day.
Well, let's take a look. 1963.
So there was probably a lot of other films getting more attention. And even though the studio put it out as an A picture at A-level cinemas, it still probably got overlooked by a lot of other films, right? So,
The Great Escape, The Birds, Charade, From Russia with Love, McClintock, Bye Bye Birdie. Those are just some of the.
So it had plenty of competition. Yeah, that makes more sense then.
Cleopatra, How the West Was Won.
Wasn't Cleopatra the film that almost ruined the studio though? Like it was
Yeah.
the bomb.
But the funny thing is that according to according to Wikipedia, which at least for these kind of figures, I do trust them. They said that was the highest grossing film of 1963 was Cleopatra, but they spent so much money on it.
They overspent, right?
Yeah, they way overspent.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned From Russia with Love. A lot of people were still in the spell of the Bond franchise. I mean, they had that in Dr. No the year before, so those were big movies, and people were starting to realize, wow, Ian Fleming's got some cool, books, and we gotta hope they're going to become movies. And well, eventually, the following year, right after this, Goldfinger, and everybody went ape crap over that. So yeah,
that's still one of my favorite Bond films, even now.
Well, that Bond film to me is the quintessential Bond. Like I think PvP and I mentioned it before. That is why it's my all-time favorite, because I mean it's got a great story. It's got a great villain in in Goldfinger and Ulrich, Goldfinger.
That's
you got a great
favorite.
lady in Honor Blackman playing Pussy Galore. I mean, nowadays it's like saying Pussy Galore is just like off the tongue. You can say it and not worry about anything. Back then people were offended. So I was like,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
What is your favorite Roger Moore Bond film?
Oh shit!
Ask PvP first. I got to think about this for a moment.
It's been so long. The thing is, Jill and I were watching Bond movies on Sundays, and then she stopped, and I never hear from her anymore. So,
sorry.
She used to invite me on Facebook, but that died like months ago. Last one we watched was Moonraker about 3 months ago, which was not my favorite Roger Moore Bond.
No,
I think that film sucks astronauts. Let's put it that way.
Well, it did come out 2 years after they released the Space Shuttle and Star Wars.
Yes.
I think it was 79. 79, 2 years after Star Wars, I think, was what happened.
Yeah, but then they did have the Space Shuttle the year before, though. So it did exist. I mean,
I think it was the Star Wars phenomenon, though. Just like when Star Trek: The Motionless Picture got released in '79, right?
That's true.
They all wanted to the studios wanted. They thought, hey, this Star Wars shit is popular. Maybe we have a sci-fi thing we should cash in and make money on. It's like, right, guys.
But when you're saying the shit about Star Wars is popular, just don't throw in the 1978 Star Wars holiday TV special, okay?
Oh, I would never do that.
Don't add that to the mix, okay?
I've seen clips of it, and that's all I ever want to see.
My favorite Roger Moore is Live and Let Die. That's my favorite Roger Moore because it came out. I'm still old enough to just barely remember when it came out. It was
73, 1973.
Yeah. It was a great big deal. And I still love that plot, even though I realize it's probably kind of racist. But
my favorite part's the Paul McCartney song. But
it's a great song. It's a fantastic song. So sums up Bond. That song sums up Bond. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say my favorite. It's really hard because I've done already I've done a whole live stream about the James Bond franchise, and I've seen every one of the Bonds, like I said.
Nice.
And I own them all except for Never Say Never Again, which technically is not Bond canon. But still, but it's still. I mean, it is the last Bond that Sir Sean Connery got to play.
Yes,
so I mean, so not a bad thing. No, it's a toss up for me. I really enjoyed The Spy Who Loved Me. I still think that qualifies as like a quintessential Bond because he's got this Amasova, played by the great, wonderful looking Barbara Bach. You know,
Right.
I always tell Sir Ringo Starr, because he is now Sir. It's like, Ringo, you bastard. It's like, how did you grab
Yeah,
that
yeah,
woman before anybody else? Come
yeah.
on.
All those assholes that said he couldn't play drums. Eat that, you bastard.
He even played some drums in Caveman. You remember that's where he met her in the first place? I
Oh
was like,
God,
wow. He
I
just
have a
played
vague.
cave drums. Yeah.
I have a vague memory of seeing Caveman back in the 70s or
Oh,
whatever when it
wow.
came
I've
out.
been told I need to watch it, but I've never seen it.
I'm still
Oh,
trying to.
you do it. Do it, Curtis.
I'm still trying to forget I watched it.
Yeah, but Curtis could do it as a watch party
Oh,
thing.
watch it for fun, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
a
yeah.
great,
But
not a
it's
Yeah, for
great
not.
sure.
movie.
You're
Caveman.
not gonna
Yeah.
feel like a deeper,
Well, when you
like-
put a drummer as the lead in a film, don't expect too much. Is all I'm saying.
hey,
But as I said, just to complete my thought. Oh, I'm sorry, Curtis.
no, I
Just
was
to
going to
complete my-
say, go
Yeah,
ahead,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
Well,
you go ahead.
Phil Collins, I thought, did a great job in his one episode of Miami Vice. Other than that,
Yes.
though, I really,
Yeah.
that's all I got. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going
Okay.
to say, because it's a toss up, because, when 83, when it was, A View to a Kill, which again is a great soundtrack,
Yes.
intro by Duran Duran. Has to be
I've
right
heard
there.
the
in top
movie
five.
sucks, though I've
The
never
movie's
seen it.
not bad.
But the
Okay? Nothing
soundtrack
sucks.
is fantastic. So
Yeah, the soundtrack is great. The movie doesn't quite suck. The only reason I like it so much is because obviously I was born in San Francisco and I knew, like later on with visits with my folks, visiting the relatives, of course, long rest in peace, but
right.
I knew where everything was. And the best part too is when they get to where they are there at Fisherman's Wharf. I mean, I know exactly where the cable car leaves off, lets people there. They can walk to the wharf. They can walk to the Pier 39. It's all right there. And I just, and it's fun. It's just fun. And I was blessed to be able to take, my wonderful Suzanne to see it and to be there with the barking seals and the big, huge carousel that's inside its place still that you can ride on a carousel. It's original. It's like one of those carousels that had horses and zebras and stuff you could ride on top of. And the best part is the food. I mean, well, they got rid of an icon. There was an Italian restaurant called Aliotto's. It's closed down now. It no longer exists. I bet it made my dad cry because he knew people there that worked that restaurant. And I mean, but I showed her, I showed her North Beach. I showed her all the Great Ocean Way. She got to touch the Pacific Ocean from there. So she's been to both, oceans and touched them, both that and the Atlantic. I mean, it's just beautiful. And of course, the Golden Gate Bridge, we had to drive across it 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Because she had never seen it before. And I said, yeah, I mean, it doesn't do pictures justice. If you drive across it itself and you see all the massive structures, part of it, and all the steel and the cables, the cables were done over a course of 6 months of really hard work. And there were so many people that got sacrificed, so many workers that would fall from great heights because they wanted it to be built. And when it came out in 1937 is when I believe it premiered, just after the Hoover Dam, and I mean,
wasn't it a Depression era project, basically?
It was, yeah, it was part of the New Deal, right? Where they did stuff, yeah. But it's still a masterpiece today.
It is.
I mean, it survived. Well, here's the thing: it's so strong. I just want to go with this last thing. But it survived the recent earthquake, right? When they had the '89 earthquake, they had the Oakland San Francisco Bay Bridge had that gap, right? When it broke and it fell down, the cars and everything. The Golden Gate Bridge itself wasn't even touched. I think there was some straining that they reported, but the Golden Gate Bridge was the lifeline. You could get all of the necessary from Marin, from Sausalito, everybody that was north of the city, you could get them into the city and help with the Mission District, which was totally in flames. And when my Aunt Florence was alive, she said for 3 straight months, 24/7, constant sirens. She couldn't get over it. It was just so bad. Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. But anyway, that's my story. Yeah, I love the movie. That they were able to rebuild,
Well, okay, my turn. I haven't seen it in ages, so I'm going to take a guess at Octopussy.
Okay.
Because that
Yeah.
seems to be pretty popular, even though I haven't seen it in so long. It's like, don't quote me on it, but I did watch The Spy Who Loved Me, and I did watch For Your Eyes Only with Jill, and it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that was okay, but it didn't float my boat too high.
Right.
So I'm just going to take a guess at Octopussy. And I actually went to San Francisco months after the earthquake. My
Right.
crazy art school buddies and myself, the three of us, packed into my tiny little car
Right.
on spring break because we had a week off. So we decided to drive down all the way down to San Francisco, which when I look back on it, it's like, yeah, you got to be like around 20 something or 30 something to do shit that crazy. But
Yeah.
we had a great time. Like we smoked and drank and partied and
Yeah.
played because all our music cassettes, but back when there were cassettes in the car, and we had a great time. We got to San Francisco and they were still cleaning up. Um, thankfully Golden Gate was fine when we drove across it. It was
Oh,
still
of
fine.
course.
I
Yeah.
think being a cable bridge though, it could sway back and forth and absorb a lot of the energy, right?
That's the way they designed it, was how they were able to how it was able to withstand, because when you have an earthquake like of that magnitude, it was over 6, right? So when you have a magnitude of that nature, the waves that it generates, right, from where the epicenter was, which wasn't too far from the city, the epicenter there, I think it was La Madera, one of those areas. And so when it came, the waves generated. It's like waves on ocean. It's like, but these are huge waves that are shaking the very foundation, right? They're shaking the solid foundation of the bridge, and somehow it stayed up. So yeah.
Well, it's the waves that do the damage, and I
Yes.
remember we drove past the dump. Who the hell in San Francisco decides to build a double layer of thoroughfare for cars?
I don't know.
Because there was the
I
bottom
didn't ask for
layer.
that design.
No, but there was the bottom layer and the top layer.
Sure. Sure.
And of course, it pancaked and killed, I don't know how many hundreds of people that were crushed on the bottom
Yeah.
level. And
What
they
you're
were
talking about is the 91 freeway, PPP. Let me just describe it real
probably.
quick. Yeah, it was.
It was right. It was right in the middle of San Francisco when we drove through it, right?
Right.
Basically.
Well, I was there. I immediately went there less than a year after it happened. I went there with my first Evil X. We actually went there as a honeymoon sort of deal, a 1-year honeymoon with Evil X wife number 1. And I went to see my aunt, so I got to see her and, whatever. And she told about all the stories, everything that went down. So because she had a first-hand account, right? She was there in her place when it first happened.
Yeah.
When all of a sudden everybody's, when what's his name from ABC? It was the World Series, and
Howard Cosell.
No, not Howard Cosell. It was the other guy.
Okay.
What was
Anyway,
but
I just want to finish off.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was the earthquake was what, in October, if I remember.
Yeah, October of 1989. Yes.
Okay, and we went in 1990 around January or February during spring break.
Oh, I just missed you. Yeah, because we went later.
So we were there like 3-4 months after the fact.
Nice.
And we went down to, besides the party, we went down to look at the San Francisco Museum of Art, right?
Beautiful.
So we went in, great building, but
yeah,
when we walked up the staircase, it was cracked. The cracks in the wall, they were like they had like 2 or 3 feet wide. You could stick your entire arm in the wall.
Wow.
Because that's how broken the building was when we were there. It was shocking. I mean, they were still open, and we still got to look at a lot of interesting art that day, but the building was basically shattered, like in some parts. Like it was actually quite impressive in a very scary way.
Yeah. Did you
to
get
see
to go
that.
see the did you get to go see the Museum of Natural History? I showed that to
Oh, I
Suzanne
don't
on the
remember.
outside. Well, on the top of one of the hills is the Museum of Natural History, and right outside is Rodin's The Thinker. Is right out there, the actual
We
statue.
probably didn't get to that one, but
Okay.
I mean, we had a week, so it took us like 2.5, 3 days to get down there, and then we had like one day, day and a half, maybe 2 days in San Francisco, and then we
Right.
had to pile in the car and drive back up to Vancouver, right? So
Right.
we didn't have a whole hell of a lot of time to do much of anything. It was still worthwhile, and it was very interesting to see the earthquake damage firsthand a couple months after it occurred. And
Yeah.
I remember when they mentioned the Bay Bridge had collapsed as well in sections.
It did in one in the middle of it, it completely collapsed at the top
Yeah,
and slid down into the underside, which they also had some, driving. I mean it's a two-layer bridge.
it's
It's
dumb.
steel girder bridge, and it broke
It's
down in the
it's
middle of it.
it's a stupid design. You don't do that in an earthquake zone.
Well, now they know.
Yeah, tell that to all the people that died that day on the
Yeah,
damn bridge, right?
unfortunately. Right. Yeah.
Man, I remember the one story video I watched where the authorities were digging a lady out trapped in the bottom of the
Yes.
51 or whatever you mentioned in her
The
car.
91, yeah.
91. She
Yeah.
was trapped in her car. She was still alive, but
Right.
they basically had to cut her arm off to fucking rescue her.
To get her out of there. Yeah.
Get
There's a
her out of there.
documentary. If you guys look for it on YouTube, there is a complete documentary of the hours of the when the earthquake first started. And Al Michaels, that's it. Al Michaels, who says, but we're having an earthquake and all this other stuff. That guy went to ASU. He graduated from our university there in Arizona, Al Michaels. So he was the first to actually talk about it when it's happening. They were getting
God.
to do the starting lineups of Game 2 of the World Series there in San Francisco Stadium. And next thing you know, Candlestick, that's it. And then next thing you know, they're like, oh my God, we're having an earthquake, and everybody freaked out. So yeah, Al Michaels. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I think we spent time walking around Candlestick Park as well. Was that
Yes.
is that the main park?
It
for
was
the
the main park at the time, right? Until they built the the other Pac Bell Park later on. But yeah.
But was that the one where the Beatles played their concert and all that shit?
No, yes. That was the
Yeah.
last. My dad was this close. Well, I gotta show you. Okay. He was this close to going to that final concert they did.
Son of a bitch.
I know.
I'd still be kicking my ass if I
Whoa,
missed that.
my dad was so upset. Here's how close he came. All he had to do was date this other gal, and this gal had tickets, but it was very limited. And if he only dated that other gal, he would have gone to see them. But he had my wonderful mom, so you know what? I don't feel so bad. So
Well, I would just say you'll be a cheater. Be a cheater for one night.
oh no. They were only on stage for less than 45 minutes. You know that.
Well, they probably couldn't hear anything anyway because the fans were probably screaming, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's
I
crazy.
remember when the Beatles played Vancouver when early on. I
Yeah.
think they played Empire Stadium for like 25 minutes before they had to rush off the stage because the fans were so nuts. Yeah, they never had a proper tour of the Beatles. That's one thing because they were
That's
just
true.
too damn popular, basically.
That's true.
Uh,
So Curtis has Son of Flubber. Was that the sequel that featured Dean Jones or one of the guys from Disney?
I'm just basically I'm just sharing out some of the films that came out the same year.
wasn't
Oh,
wasn't
nice.
the wasn't the original Flubber with the guy that did My Three Sons?
Yes, and so was Son of
Yes.
Flubber. Son of Flubber
Yes.
had the same actor.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
So if you want to know what the competition was, it was basically The Hook, Son of Flubber, Cleopatra, The Young Racers.
From
not
Russia
sure I
with
know-
Love. From Russia with Love.
From Russia with Love, The Birds.
The Birds, yeah. With Tippi Hedren. Yeah.
Who's still alive, isn't she? Or was until recently.
Do you want me to look? I can look real quick. Let me
If
take a
you
look.
want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the other one? The other one that was in the Bob Newhart show in the 70s.
Oh shoot. Um, what is her name?
Because I remember in the Bird, she got her eyes pecked out halfway through it. It was really
Yes.
gross.
Yeah, hold on. I'll find it. Here we go.
That was a horribly gross scene.
Okay. Yes, Tippi Hedren is alive and well, folks. She is, as of January 19th, which is 3 days. Wow. She's going to be turning 96.
Wow.
Nice.
96 years old. That's amazing.
And she is still alive. Oh my gosh. That is, yay. I'm so glad Tippy's alive. Suzanne Plachette is the one you're thinking of. Yes.
That's her.
I just remember her. Let's see her. Suzanne. There she is, actress of The Birds. Oh no, we lost her in 2008. Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, she's been gone quite a while now.
Yeah, she was 70. She actually did a voiceover in the Japanese anime movie Spirited Away in 2001.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
she did. Yeah.
That's cool.
I do prefer the Japanese versions though, I gotta say, because
Yeah.
between the Japanese and the American dubbed, I like the Japanese language and I actually enjoy watching it with subtitles more.
Yeah, me too. I love the Seven Samurai, Ron.
I know
trying to think what
Tim
else.
remembers this, and I know you guys do, but still one of my funniest episodes I've ever seen from Newhart was the finale. And then he wakes up saying it was a bad dream, and there's Suzanne Plachette, his wife.
Oh wow.
That's probably the greatest ending to a series of all time.
I think so. I definitely think so. Yes.
It was absolutely brilliant. And you know, the thing was, I loved the Bob Newhart show in the 70s. I never warmed up to Bob in the 80s.
Right.
When he was at the inn, running the inn or whatever with what was it? My brother, what were their
My
names?
brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl and
this is Daryl, my other brother Daryl. I thought it was moronically dumb. I really did. I could not. I couldn't get into it, man.
Tim remembers it. Yeah, cool.
But when they ended the show with that last episode where he wakes up in bed with Suzanne Plachette,
yes,
I was like, why couldn't they be this smart for the rest of the damn show? You know, because it was gold, that final one. It was
it was cool, but and then of course you know, if you want to refer to Star Trek, look what happened at the end of Enterprise. It's a freaking hologram. What the fuck? I was like, really?
What?
Yeah.
Everybody talks about Riker's hologram, and that's why I will never probably watch it.
Man, it's the finale of it. It was the finale of Star Trek Enterprise, you know, with Scott with Archer played by Scott Bakula, you know, and all those guys, Curtis, and the final episode ends up becoming a hologram. The whole episode.
That's kind of stupid. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, stupid. I would agree. Stupid was the word.
Fletcher Williams, welcome. You're kind of here at the end, but welcome. Good to see you.
Sadly, that was the last episode of real Star Trek, too.
It was.
It was.
I mean, in my humble opinion, I mean, I have friends that like the below decks or whatever it is, and that's cool. I never tried it.
Blow decks.
Blow decks.
Below decks.
But I never try to talk somebody into not liking something that they like. But
no, I don't care. I think it's you know, if I think something, when I get enough information about something, and I just start to accumulate information, and I know I'm not interested in it, then I just don't watch it. And anybody who wants to watch it, I don't care. Watch whatever you. If you want to watch paint dry on the wall, I don't care. Watch paint dry on the wall. You know,
like my friend that likes the Lord of the Rings of Power, not the Lord of the Rings
of Power thing. Yeah,
right.
I'm afraid I can't stand it, but I'm not going to try. If you love it, I'm not going to try to pursue. You know, I may explain why I don't like it, but it's not my business to tell you what to like or not like.
Right.
You know, if you like it, you know what? Knock yourself out. That's fantastic.
Sure. Well, I was going
Well,
to quickly mention modern day. I'm sorry, PvP. I was going to mention quickly that Jill and Scotty were talking about Star Trek Starfleet Academy with Holly Hunter in it.
oh
And
God.
Stephen Colbert doing the holographic dean of the academy as a
Oh,
voiceover.
Lord.
And I,
Oh
and I
God.
heard about the first two episodes just real briefly, and I wanted to see it. I really did because I really think Holly Hunter is a decent actress. I really do, and I've always liked her. And of course, she was in Man of Steel with Cavill, so I mean,
Yeah.
that was great. But yeah, and I wanted to see it, and I wanted to see how Colbert would do, because he presented it on his show. Basically, he said "F you, Trump," and said, "I'm going to be in a Star Trek episode series."
Well,
And you know
even
what?
Go ahead.
Colbert's going to lose once again because nobody's watching this show, from what I've heard.
Right, I've heard that too.
Well, my
They
thing.
put it out. They put the first two episodes for free on YouTube the other day.
They did? Okay,
You know
I
how
gotta
many?
look
You
for
know
'em.
how many? You know how many likes the first episode got on YouTube?
No
What
idea.
again?
Just over 1,300.
Wow.
Which is a great number for like people like
1,300
us, but for
likes.
him, that's nothing.
Now that's for the first episode, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, get this. Gary Nerdrotic put a Spock statue in a chair, and within 3 hours, it got more likes than the
Oh,
than
wow.
the Star Trek episode. did.
Look,
Does that tell you
And I
something?
know Gary Neurotic.
Does that tell you anything though? How
I-
people just don't care about
I
watching this
I
crap?
don't want to go down the politics road,
No,
but
no.
I hope you'll forgive me for saying. I really think one of the things, not the only thing, but one of the things that killed Colbert was, it's fine. Don't like Trump, but at some point, I don't want to hear about it no more.
Right.
Yeah.
He ran that into the ground, and I think he and several other of the comedians, not all of them, but
No,
some
I
of the
think
other
you're right
comedians.
about pretty much all of them
know,
because Kimmel and Fallon, same
mhm.
thing. They
Yeah,
have not
yeah.
even stopped. Well, look at Stewart, Jon Stewart with the Daily
Mhm.
Show. Now
Yeah.
nobody has called for his head on a platter, but
No.
he's still tearing Trump apart.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
not, like I say, it's not so much the fact of hate Trump. It's
Right.
I get tired hearing about
Well, for me, what the fact
Trump.
is, Curtis,
So,
is these guys are supposed to be late night comedians.
mhm.
They are supposed to be late night shows that we can laugh at and have
Yes.
fun watching them. And they'll get on some guest selling their book or their movie or whatever they're selling.
Which is fine.
And it should be innocuous bullshit, though, right? It should not be
Yes.
political. And when they go political, bad man, bad orange man, bad orange man, bad every night of
Well,
the effing
Right.
year,
like-
I will not watch that
yeah,
shit,
I finally, because
you know?
I'll be honest, I probably would be less pro Trump if I hadn't constantly been told that he was bad. Because
Well, yeah, it doesn't help, right? When people keep slamming your head
well,
against the
when
wall.
you're telling me what to think, I get to where I'm going to deliberately think opposite, just kind of out of spite. Now, again, if you don't like Trump, it's not my job to convince you to like him. I'm just saying, I got tired hearing about it from those parties.
And the thing
So-
is, it's not their job to be political. Their job should be to entertain
To
and
entertain.
be funny
Well,
and
Johnny
do
Carson.
comedy.
Johnny Carson, he deliberately, I can't remember when, but there was a point where he decided he would no longer do Richard Nixon jokes. It wasn't that he liked Richard Nixon. It wasn't that Richard Nixon was, he wasn't taking his side. It was just, it wasn't really funny anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's the thing. That's the thing with Carson. He was never overtly political.
no,
He
I
might have
couldn't
made
tell
the-
you.
He'd made
I
the
have no idea if he was
occasional political
liberal
joke,
or
right? But-
conservative or what. I have
But
no
yeah,
idea.
he'd come out do a stand up at the beginning of the episode, but he wouldn't go, on for like
No,
10 minutes with
guys,
politics.
guys, I
And he-
sent you the link. This is probably going to be the best recap of the first 2 episodes from Area,
Oh, okay.
ARIA, and that is the link. So if you're curious,
Cool.
and you want
Thank
to check
you.
it out, go to that link. That is
Well,
the
guys,
best one.
I love you both. I'm glad to be back with the two of you. I hope my
I'm
health
glad we're
will
back
hold
for
up.
you there, Curtis.
And
And Gorilla, by the way, I want to say on behalf of all of us, hey Gorilla, have you decided to take a look at the Atlantic Ocean and maybe decide to jump in there or something?
no.
Yeah,
He's never
Gorilla,
been. He's never been. And I just, I'm like, have you thought about it, Gorilla? I hope not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
Gorilla-
jump in and swim. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. No.
Maybe
Gorilla
at the
sent-
beach, but not from the ship. No.
Gorilla sent photos of him on the beach today, and
In a
Nice.
Speedo.
In Speedo?
yeah, he was just
No.
relaxing. But I didn't even
Oh,
see
okay,
a
good.
drink. I didn't see a drink in his hand, and 90% of the pictures were of the sand on the beach. It's like
That's
what the
beautiful,
hell?
actually.
Wow.
No, that's
but
cool.
I don't need 18 pictures of sand, Gorilla.
Well, no. PvP, consider. He's a landlocked gorilla, and he's never
Mhm.
really seen an ocean, so...
I want to see him drinking something like a Mai Tai or pina colada.
He was
or-
complaining. Yeah. Suzanne he sent a short, and Suzanne saw when he had his 3-hour layover in Baltimore, Maryland, he couldn't find a decent place to go outside and smoke, right? Because it's a non-smoking building, airport.
Mhm.
And he said, look, I mean, I hate this. He says, if I want to smoke, he says, I have to go out past security to go outside and smoke and then come back past security to check in. And he
Mhm.
said the whole arrangement was just ridiculous. And I was like, yeah, crazy. But anyway, like I said, that link is a recap of both episodes 1 and 2 from Star Trek Starfleet Academy. So,
All right. Well, I love
Yeah.
you, brothers. I'm going to hit the hay. I work tomorrow, but I will try to catch somebody's stream, and I probably won't stream myself unless like I just get 2 or 3 people that are like, please stream after work or something. But
what's your hours tomorrow there?
tomorrow is
Kurt?
going to be 1 p.m. Central till 9:30 Central.
9:30. So, okay, well, do you want me to go ahead? I'll send one more link here. So
Yeah.
if you get home, I can have you guys do the rewatch of the Nostalgic Pod Blast tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, that'd be
awesome.
fine.
Now let me go find that, and I'll get you guys.
Yeah, I'll hang out
We'll
till
look that
for
up.
a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do. Alex Trebek, I would like to pick the rapists for 200. That's therapist.
Yeah,
So you're going for the Saturday Night Live thing? Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of the
That's-
last things that was actually funny.
That was the comedian Daryl Hammond, right? That did
Yes, I believe
like he was
so.
Sir Sean Connery.
The Sean
God.
Connery.
That was
I
the
love
one
Sean
where
Connery, but still.
that was the one with the door that said the rapist, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, get it right.
Therapists, yes.
Therapist.
But I think SNL basically started to fail around 1990 something. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I would
what was
agree.
what was the guy that got his wife murdered him in his sleep?
What was his name? He was funny, actually.
He was
but
brilliant. He was great.
I can't remember his name. I
And
know
then
who you
his psycho
mean,
wife. Then his psycho
Mhm.
wife takes him out. Sad.
Yeah, she before turning the gun on herself or however the heck they.
Yeah,
However she
like
did it.
the lady. Did you ever hear a divorce court? Because she probably could have got millions
Oh
if
yeah,
she divorced him, right? Like, duh.
Phil
What a
Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
That was
Okay.
it. That was
yeah,
it,
he was
Phil.
great. And who are the other people? There was
Well, I know Mike Myers did something in part of
Mike
it. I
I
Myers
know
think Mike
there.
Myers was funny. Yeah.
Tom
and there
Hanks was there. Norm Macdonald played like he was Burt Reynolds. I mean, like, yeah,
Yes.
that was a funny ass thing too. Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So I don't have a current thing set up yet from Chance, but this is the last pod blast we did last week, last Saturday. So I put the link there in the chat, and if you're curious, we talked about 1976, which was 50 years ago, which had all the great shows, Charlie's Angels, all the pop culture references, plus the
Cool.
spirit of 76. So yeah, great
Wow.
stuff. Yeah. So the link is right there beneath Tim there, Phil Hartman. That's what she said.
Tim.
Timmy. Yeah.
My
Love Tim.
computer is doing something weird here. What's going
Yeah.
on with this?
Yeah, my headphones are starting to cut out in my right ear as well. You know, you pay like $95 for headphones, and they've been good. I've had them for a year and a half, so I can't bitch too hard. But it's
Right.
like, come on, these are chunky headphones, and they shouldn't start cutting out. You know,
Right.
obviously the wiring is cutting out on the one ear, right? It's like shit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, Tim, speaking of Andy Dick, on our channel at Chatty Blogger, we're going to be talking about
God.
the 7 episodes of the new Get Smart Soon, which had Andy Dick on it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think Andy Dick killed that reboot. I really
Right.
do.
Right. I agree with that.
It had
But
a lot of promise, right?
it really
Barbara
did.
Feldon,
Yeah.
you know,
Came back.
God, what's his name?
Don Adams came back.
Don Adams. I mean, they were still young enough too to do it.
And they brought back for an episode, they brought back the late Bernie Coppell as Siegfried. And I was like, yes.
Yeah,
And then,
then they made the big error of bringing in kids,
yes.
and focusing on the youngins, which totally
Right.
killed it. Because
Yes.
nobody wants. I don't know about you, but I don't ever. Andy Dick is the perfect name because I think he is a dick, and I never want to watch that guy.
You know what? I'm going to suggest to people when I start to go over those 7 episodes. That's all that lasted on Fox in the late 90s is when it was 1995, I believe. And this was just after they did the TV movie. You remember the TV movie called Get Smart, Again? That came out in 1989 again,
Yeah,
but it came out on
I've
ABC. Yeah, I've seen it too. And the Nude Bomb from 1980, which had really nothing much to do with Get Smart.
Yeah, the Nude Bomb was kind of a bomb in my
Oh
opinion.
my God. Oh my God. Just so weird. Chaos developing a weapon that disrobes everybody.
How would that be considered a weapon? That's what I never got.
I didn't get it. I don't know.
I mean,
Tim said it's a Star Trek meme that Tim just sent you there, Curtis. He says,
Okay.
yeah.
My computer.
So anyway,
is doing
but
something
in
weird.
that new Get Smart, I wish. Okay, here's what I wished for. I wished that they had taken Andy Dick completely out of the equation as the son. I just wanted her out. I wanted Elaine Hendricks, who was the blonde, who was pretty hot for the series, and have her be Dawn. You know, have her be Max and Agent 99's daughter, and have the daughter do it. That would have been fantastic. I would have loved that. That would have been better. Yeah.
you know the thing with Fox though, they have a bad track record for canceling shows.
Oh yeah, I can name at least 3 of them.
Well, I'm still pissed about Firefly. Like I love that
Well,
show.
Firefly is one of them, but look what they did to Alcatraz. Look what they did to Dollhouse. Look what they did to Angel. What was
Angel got 5 seasons though.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
true. But Dark Angel with Jessica Alba.
Dark Angel, that was the other one I was going to say.
I was so
Two-
depressed.
Well,
I
they
was like,
got-
why did you do that? And then,
But
it got 3 seasons, right? The other one, PvP.
no, it had 2.
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Dark Angel had 2 seasons, Mikey.
No, I was talking about the Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I think that got 3.
You know, I remember Gorilla. We tried to watch that, and after 5 episodes, Gorilla he terminated it.
See,
I found it very boring.
Nice. Yeah.
I wanted to like it, but I just couldn't get into it, man.
Yeah, well, then again, but you had the girl from Firefly was in it, so.
Yeah, and she was
Yeah.
great, but that didn't save. I just found it too
Well,
slow.
Summer Glau didn't save it for you. Okay,
Oh
no
no,
worries.
it was the script writing and the slow
Oh, the pacing,
pace.
yes.
That's
Well,
what killed it.
yeah, for me, I can't remember how, like, there were several episodes where I was really liking it, and then it
Well,
was
yeah,
like
me too.
something, like, I don't know, like, they just,
Was it like the overall
I don't
vibe,
know.
Curtis? I think just the overall
No,
vibe
it wasn't even the overall vibe so much as
for me.
it just
Huh.
it's like PvP said, it got really slow,
Yeah,
and then then they had this really great season finale,
yeah,
and it was over. That was the
right,
end. And to me, that's where I end the Terminator uh,
right.
canon myself,
But
is with
technically,
that series. But
right, but technically,
Yeah,
after the last episode of the Chronicles, it was supposed to lead right to Christian Bale's, as John Connor in Terminator Salvation. So
mhm.
yeah, and
but
I still like those bikes from that movie.
leave it to Fox to cancel it before that happens, right? Like,
Yeah, right.
Right
well, the
on.
thing is,
Just saying.
you mentioned Dark Angel, which I love that show back was it early '90s when that came out. Now,
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
I loved it because it was set in Seattle. I
yeah,
remember she used to hang out on top of the Space Needle, which is cool because I've been up there like 3 or 4 times, so I know the Space Needle very well, and that was very
that's
cool.
cool. Yeah,
And the first season was very different, and they changed a lot in the second season, if you remember.
yes,
Mhm.
And the second season, they got into like some cultist, weird cult or something,
yeah,
and it was getting very interesting. And then the season 2 finale was a huge blast, big bombastic shootout with
yeah,
everybody shooting at each other, big bang, bang, bang cliffhanger, and then they canceled it.
yeah. 2 seasons. That's it. All right.
Yeah, and it was a great show. I really liked that show. And that
Me too, because of
didn't
Jessica. I really
and that
enjoyed
was
her performance.
but that was a James Cameron show too, right?
I believe it was. Yeah.
And he didn't even have enough pull to, Joss Whedon couldn't save Firefly, Cameron couldn't save Dark Angel. It's like, what the
Mhm.
heck, Fox? You know?
Right.
Not sure if Star Trek or ICE protesters from Minnesota. Let's see.
Oh no, not ice.
Yeah.
Pigs in space.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Let's see. This one,
Oh Lord.
Babylon B. New Starfleet vessel unable to reach warp speed because crew is too fat.
Oh no.
I
Yeah.
don't know how many times I've heard that.
Yeah.
This
So
is
James Cameron. I'm sorry. Go ahead. There.
That's okay.
Sorry.
The Menagerie is an episode of Star Trek where they sit around watching an episode of Star Trek.
And it's
Yeah.
still better than anything
And
since
still better
2020.
than a lot. Yep. At
Yeah.
least for
You
a
know
long
what
time.
bothers me? Well, you know what bothers me about Dark Angel 2? It was nominated for one Primetime Emmy. It could have won something. And if it did, and I'm only thinking about this, like I said, just my opinion. But I'm thinking if that nomination they had it for an Emmy won, if they had won it, I'm guaranteeing at least one more season of the show instead of two. I would have said three. But yeah, it only lasted two seasons. Cameron was one of the creators. There was a guy named Charles H. Egley who also co-created with him. And it's mostly the way they describe it is it's dystopian sci-fi, superhero, action, drama, mystery, and sci-fi. That is how they described it.
And last of all, Star Trek women in the 90s versus Star Trek women
Wow.
in the 2020s.
Hey, you know what this had some great people in it. It had, besides Jessica, you had
Oh, yeah.
John Savage. You had John Savage in it. I mean, you had Michael Weatherly, who was like not quite known back then. Let's see who else was in there that I recognize. Uh, Well, that was pretty much it. I mean, there were a few. Richard Gunn's done a lot of other TV series and stuff. There was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 actors or actresses that did all 42 episodes. And I think it helped the one African American actress, Valerie Ray Miller, in her role. So, yeah. But I mean, that was from 2000 for 2 years till
You're
2000.
talking Dark Angel still?
Yep, Dark Angel.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I remember Michael Weatherly was her guy that kind of ran the show from his wheelchair, right?
Right.
Which I thought was very cool to have a main character in a wheelchair. I thought that was pretty brave. It was
This is
almost
funny.
ahead of its time, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
now putting a guy in a wheelchair, it'd be like woke, and they wouldn't think twice about doing that nowadays. But back like
Oh my God.
40 years ago, whatever, 30 years ago, that was like a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, we don't forget that he went on to do NCIS, right?
Right.
So, so that was
Well,
cool too.
I was just looking at a BVP, and you'll laugh at this. I was just looking at a couple of some of the episode titles, and one says,
Oh,
"And
God.
Jesus brought a casserole."
Is this off the news show?
No. This is all Dark Angel. That
Okay,
was
well,
one of their season 1 episode titles. It goes, "And Jesus brought a casserole."
wow, that almost sounds like something they'd write these days. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my Lord. Yeah. Well, then the first episode from season 2 that's on season 2 is called Freak Nation. That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch those. But the thing was, even if
Yeah.
they had silly titles, they were still entertaining, right? So
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, what's funny is, as I said, right now I'm doing, I'm still finishing out. I'll start back in February with season 4 of the original Get Smart. And some of these, I mean, this is how Mel Brooks and Buck Henry were so creative, because they were able back then. They had the license. They could take like a movie, like say, or a series like I Spy, with Robert Culp and Bill Cosby, and they turned it into an episode called Die Spy, which I just reviewed. And guess who shows up in an uncredited role? Robert Culp as a waiter.
okay.
And I was like, okay, there was something that they made fun of from the movie Bye Bye Birdie. They called it something else. They made fun of what was it? One of the Bond films, right? Irving Sethberry did some music that he was allowed to borrow from John Barry, I guess. I hope, but I guess he did, and he used it for an episode during season 3. Which made fun of a Bond film, and it was just, it was great. So yeah, like I said, I'm still working on seasons 4 and 5, which are 26 episodes each. So that's 52 episodes I got to go through still more. And then I'll just finish off the quick 7 episodes over 3 days, with the unfortunate Andy Dick playing the son. What a terrible casting choice. Man, like I said, I wish I could have had Elaine Hendricks be in it and leave Dick out of that.
It does make you wonder when they why they allow casting that bad. It really, because
really
Fox should have known. Fox, if Fox had any idea of Andy Dick's prehistory acting wise, they should have realized that this was poison to get
that
smart.
A man couldn't even act out of a cardboard box. It was just so sad. He looked like a homeless man who just has his big hair, and he's in it for like all 7 episodes. I said, why? I was already irritated of him by episode 1.
You almost got to wonder if he got the job because somebody at Fox owed him a favor or something. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah. But like I said, when I get a chance to go into that, I'll mention that. I'll mention why he got the damn job in the first place, because I never understood that. So
yeah, it's weird, but anyway, the trouble is, as much as I love something like Firefly, it's like it's been over like for 20 years since they did the movie, and it's just like
Right.
I can't put a whole lot of energy into anything that's basically gone. As
Yeah.
much as I love it, I can still watch it. Like I've been watching a lot of review channels where they're actually discovering Firefly and watching it for the first time, and it's kind of fun just going for the ride, watching them react to it.
Oh,
Uh,
maybe.
but it's like, it's like you got to let it go at a certain point. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Tim has a good point. Yeah. Sorry.
I know the Critical Drinker recently did a review of Firefly, and it was it's refreshing for all kinds of reasons. One is he enjoyed it, but two, I kind of considered the Critical Drinker as someone who didn't hardly like anything, and it's not true. I mean, it may not be much that he actually likes, but he liked Firefly, and I'll give him that. I definitely agree with that. So
Yeah. Well, I was thinking
well,
when I do my I was thinking I was going to ask you guys your opinion. Uh, when it comes to, like I said, after I finish Get Smart, and then I'm going all the way through, even like to the movie that Steve Carell did in 2008.
okay,
For a review and everything. But after that, I really my tank is empty. I'm trying to find series. Now I did think of Dark Angel, like I said, because of Jessica Alba being in it. So I figured
yeah,
it only lasted 2 seasons. I could do reviews on that series. I also did think of Firefly. I thought of you, their PvP about Firefly and what we saw of it for the 1 season. So I was thinking of that. And I was thinking of Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles because I loved Glau in it. I thought she was great. It was a great crossover for what she did with Firefly. Uh, and, uh, and of course Hetty, right? Gina Hetty. I mean, she was good. She
don't
was
don't
good.
for, don't for, don't forget Firefly only was half a season, really,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, right. Well,
because it
I
got
thought it was
got
14
14,
episodes, right? Yeah.
14 and I believe the original contract with Whedon was for 22.
Yeah.
Right.
So they really got shortchanged. Like they
They
basically
really
lost
did.
the
Yeah.
half end of the season.
Right.
And the stupid thing about Fox, they spent millions of dollars producing this show. They never showed episodes 12, 13, and 14 on the channel.
Mhm.
We only got those on the DVD box set to see
Hmm.
Right.
those.
Well, I
Like,
think
why
they
spend millions of dollars when you're not going to show the fucking episode, you dumb bastards? Like,
right.
stupid.
I know.
Stupid.
And I was going to say so. What probably should happen is I was going to cover. I've been trying to do this for a couple of years now. I wanted to cover the Kali and Monona episodes. They total 21 episodes, 10 from Kali, 11 from Monona, and then I want to go into the next form of sci-fi. And like I said, Firefly should go first, and then we can do Dark Angel after that because those were two of my favorite series growing up, and then Terminator would be last. So, yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
I
for
like
sure,
it.
yeah. Well,
Well,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah,
I'm
cool. I'm
gonna
glad you guys
call it
like it.
a stream. I'm getting really tired. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you got to
Uh,
work tomorrow too,
I
right?
gotta
yeah.
work
You do. I don't
tomorrow,
want
so
to. I don't want to keep you up there, buddy. I'm sorry.
all right. God, I love you
Yeah.
guys. You're awesome people. You know so much about movies, and I love your love and excitement for movies. So,
Well, you picked a great movie tonight, sir.
well, thank you very much. It was PvP's
Well,
suggestion.
it
So,
was my pick actually.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well,
Yep.
thank you, PvP. You picked a great film. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, I remember Curtis asked for suggestions, so I bombarded him with like 20 movies.
And I think I just went with the very first or second one that you
I
put.
can't
Nice.
remember now. But I remember you put 4 movies in your poll, and
And this
Jason
is
won it.
this is the one that
I think
That was
Jason
good.
got 43% or something at the end of
Yeah.
it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you go, Curtis, have you
Yes,
thought
sir.
of what is another movie that you've been thinking of after this one?
Duh. I don't know. I may put up a poll again in my social whatever you call it. Because I don't really know what I want to watch next. But
Well, I think that the 1980 Clash of the Titans would suffice. I think that would be a great one
a
to do.
good sequel to this one, yeah.
I would think
Yeah.
so, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of Titans. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's his best, honestly.
It still has. It's better than the remake was.
Well, yeah, it's got its moments, but I just
Right.
don't find it as good as the earlier films. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion, of course.
Sure, sure.
Well, this was, I think most people pinpoint this one as his peak. I don't know if it exactly is, but it's got to be close. That skeleton scene is just insanely good.
It's probably one of the
That's
better fight
crazy.
scenes, right? Because they
Yeah.
used it. Well, they used it. It is actually. Help me out here, PvP. But it was considered one of the best battle scenes in AFI's like battle scenes for movies.
I believe that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
in the top 100. I know that.
I think there was one of them. I'm not sure if that was that one, but they put Jason in the top. I believe it was 5 or 10 fantasy films of all time.
Oh, that's
Right.
cool.
That is
So,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's highly respected now.
It's a
It was
very good
overlooked in
film.
its day, but it's like one of those movies. It's like comes out, nobody cares. 30 years later, cult classic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Like I said, my to my enjoyment is when we moved to Arizona and they had one of the early drive-ins, and that's where I saw it. It was
Lucky
in
you.
on a drive-in screen, and I mean, if that back then as I'm a kid who's enjoying it, watching all the action and everything, not scared, just watching everything. And I mean, and then now you got the IMAX theaters and all this other stuff, and you're like, okay. But back then, the drive-in was the thing. You loved those screens, and now that place we went to go see it is gone. It's gone now. So
Yeah, the last drive-in in my hometown passed away in the mid '80s, and
yeah,
now it's all retirement condominiums. Yay! Clap, clap, clap.
clap, clap, clap.
Yeah, it's the clapper. Clap twice. Clap
Isn't
once.
that what old people get? Clap the clap.
Yeah, well, I don't even have the clap, much less the clapper. So I'm out of touch.
Oh God, yeah. Well, again, Curtis, thank you so much. PvP, good to hang
Yeah,
with you
thanks,
again,
Curtis.
my friend.
We shouldn't keep
God
you up
bless
any longer.
y'all. I'm gonna end the stream, so
All right, go
y'all
ahead, sir.
take care.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Night, everybody.
Yep.